Hi there, I'm Jason Bullman, and this is a recap of episode 25 of Dragons and Things, Running with the Bull. When we last left our intrepid band of adventurers, they were deep in the bowels of the Swift Winds Trading Company, about to face an uncertain fate, when a mysterious stranger burst in and blew the head clean off of Donahue Granger. He then led them to safety through all of the dangers that the factory had to offer, facing off against wave after wave of red cloak, red shield? I screwed it up. I'm going to start it over.
Oh, you gotta keep going.
No, what? Facing off against wave after wave of Red Shield Guard, they made their way to the floor of the munitions factory, where they found the villain himself, Gibbets, waiting for them, operating maniacal crane claws, dumping pots full of hot lead on our heroes. They managed to defeat all of the Red Shields and made their way to safety. However, Gibbets managed to escape, despite their best efforts. Maybe they'll find him this time. Who could say? They made their way back to the surface and safety of the city above.
Hey everybody, it is 6 o'clock, it is Friday night, and that means it's time for Dragons and Things.
Comic-Con! Oh, yeah, Dragons and Things!
I want you all to know that even though she tried to hide it, Diana had pizza in her mouth not 30 seconds ago.
Oh!
She was desperately trying to get rid of it, but I knew it was there. And it was embarrassing. Ha! Got
Wow,
you!
you
I'm
called
just kidding,
that.
that's fine.
I got you guys.
I don't know why I'm coming off so hostile.
That's okay, we love you.
Probably because I'm gearing up for Gen Con coming up, because that is when I'm going to get hostile on some of you.
Sorry.
I hope that if you are going to Gen Con, you will come and see us.
Wait a second.
What?
Get hostile on some of you?
Yes.
That's exactly what we want to say to our fans that are coming.
They get it, okay? It's a persona.
They understand. Yeah,
You know
it's
what?
all right.
Why don't you
They
just
might
stop?
like
Trying to do my thing, and you're over there eating your gummy worms, your sour worms. Get out of here.
That one was particularly
I'm all off track now. I guess we'll just play Pathfinder. I guess there's nothing for it but to play Pathfinder for the next couple of hours. We are going to Gen Con. We hope you'll be there. If you are going to be there, I wanted to announce that we will actually be in the Sagamore Ballroom.
Yay.
Pretty much, some of us at least, will be in there pretty much the whole weekend, running games, hanging out with you guys, having all kinds of fun, because Paizo has been gracious enough to give us a table for the whole weekend. It's going to be a
Thank you,
huge good
Paizo.
time. It is the very ballroom where they are doing their organized play all weekend, so if you are going to Gen Con, please, please, please come see us. If you are not going to Gen Con, why? What's wrong with you?
I don't have a dragon.
I also wanted to announce that tonight we do have a prize we are giving away. If you're following us on socials, you already know what that prize is. If you're not following us on socials, then why?
That's the question of the night, right? Yeah.
It's at Dat Dragon Show on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. Facebook.com/Dat Dragon Show. Like, follow us. Come see
follow
us.
us.
You know, it's all good stuff. Because, especially on Twitter, because the only way you can win that prize is by retweeting the prize tweet that we put out not but 10 minutes ago. It went out there. It's a fresh new tweet. You have to retweet that tweet, and apparently, I am told that if you quote tweet, it will not count it. You have to just click retweet. You cannot add. We don't want any of your commentary.
No words!
No words. Just a retweet. No quote tweeting. That very tweet. And everybody who retweets that tweet that is counted will be in the drawing for our prize that I will be telling you a little bit about more later. But just know that it's a good one, because we always give out good prizes, so why wouldn't you want it? You know? Really.
Yeah.
I do want to give a little shout out to Norse Foundry, because we want to help you guys out go to Norse Foundry and follow them on Instagram because they are doing a pirate pack giveaway on Instagram. They're just giving away this whole pack of Norse Foundry goodies to one of the people who's following them on Instagram.
Let's do it.
Go on Instagram.
I do.
At Norse Foundry on Instagram, make sure that you are following them before they end that giveaway because the prize pack is pretty extensive and pretty cool.
What?
Honestly, you should. If you're not doing it, why?
Probably because they don't have Instagram.
Maybe download Instagram and then follow them and then post all your
Instagram
pictures.
again? I'm confused, Dave. Even grandmothers have Instagram.
Even
False.
grandmothers have Instagram.
They
False.
they call
Facebook,
them
maybe.
Uncle
Instagrammers.
Samantha.
One last
and
thing.
Samantha has it.
One last
Instagrammers.
thing I want to announce before we start recapping, introing, and playing is that we are doing we haven't like broadcasted a ton, but for those of you who've been cheering, you are racking up entries into our Dogmite giveaway.
So pretty.
Our Dogmite giveaway that includes this definitely right side up box, so don't even bother.
Jim, it's right side up.
I know it. This beautiful blue
Oh,
box
so
from
pretty.
Dogmite is going out to one lucky winner. All you got to be doing is cheering. If you're already cheering, great. You're already racking up entries. Remember, it's 10 entries per person, 500 bits per entry. We're going to be giving that away probably right after Gen Con. Give that away.
Those are Castriel colors. I like those.
Those are Castriel colors.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. That was, as I mentioned, the last announcement I'll give before we get into the fun stuff. The stuff that you're all here to do. Killing Quigley.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I got
we are?
dark.
Oh,
Okay.
Great episode!
Hold on, I have to recap quickly.
Oh, okay.
Shush.
Okay.
When last we met, the Krag crew was caught in a diabolical trap. The Swift Winds Trading Company had made a deal with the devil, Gibbets to be specific, and their plan to control every facet of life in Trapsborough included a sinister plot to kill mayoral candidate Maisie Dunn and replace her with a doppelganger. Luckily, a mysterious half-orc gunslinger, Sojan the Bull, arrived and put a stop to that with his double-barrel musket, killing the shape-changer wearing Donahue Granger's face before the Krag crew was even aware of the danger. Sojan offered to lead the crew and Maisie to safety, and Sir Quigley immediately pledged fealty to him. As they raced for the surface, they quickly came to realize that walking out the front door would be no simple task. An iron portcullis separated Castriel from the rest of the crew, who were forced to seek another way out. Sojan knew that a freight elevator might be their ride out of there, but between them and it were dozens of gun-toting red shields on high alert. Avoiding what patrols they could and blasting their way through patrols they could not, the Krag crew pressed on, but their journey took a turn when they found Simon the alchemist chained to his station in an alchemical lab. He explained that he had tried to leave when he discovered that Swiftwinds was in league with devils and doppelgangers, but they had trapped him and Petunia too underground, forcing him to continue his work. The crew decided to help him, recovering his formula book and rescuing Petunia from a nearby lab where biological experiments were breeding dangerous stock. With Simon in tow, the crew made their way to the factory floor. When they came up against impossible odds, Simon stepped up, offering to create a diversion for the crew while they made their escape. Using his alchemical extracts, he and Petunia rushed a mob of red shields. His fate remains unknown. The crew took advantage of the moment and made for the factory floor. There they found Gibbets waiting. Delighted with an opportunity to come in direct conflict with the crew, he proceeded to crush them with mechanical arms, pour molten lead on them, and generally become a nuisance. The crew fought through his red shield minions and seemingly had him cornered, but his ability to turn invisible gave him the edge he needed to survive just long enough for Alex to open up the sealed doors as she looked for her own way out.
Sorry.
Krag, who used a potion of sea invisibility to track the imp, was left with a tough choice. Chase the imp down and end him once and for all, or head back for the safety of the surface. In a moment of rare restraint, he opted to get his friends to safety. Once on the surface, the Red Shields were unwilling to fight any further. Maisie told the entire town of Swiftwind's treachery, and it seemed that their hold on Trapsborough was finally broken. That is where we join you now. It is several days later. Swiftwinds and the Red Shields are being forced out of town, and Maisie is all but guaranteed to win the election. Additionally, the Knights of Arender have arrived and lend you aid, believing that Quigley is the key to stopping an extra-dimensional plot against the material plane. It is morning at Casa Krag when you hear a pounding on the door. What do you do?
Read comments.
We read comments.
Okay,
reading.
sounds good. Read some comments.
Comment reading.
And Coco says, who rearranged the couch? 75 question marks.
And Dark Knight says, the couch is throwing me off. Why is it different? I'll tell you why. So Krag over there was so angry with my amnesia that he's requested to be as far away from me as possible.
Don't even start.
Well, see, I thought that the leader sat
Those are
in
lies.
the centre of the couch.
It's a great
So,
idea.
all right,
Yep.
perfect. All right, good.
I thought the best player should sit in the middle this time.
That's fair as well.
Thank you. All right, the Wild Ferret says, so looking forward to Gen Con and gaming with all of you again.
I'm used to pointing right here. Now I'm pointing over here.
It's just a tragedy.
But you know what? I can see your face, Jim Jam.
That's also
I
a
can
tragedy.
see your face too.
I can't see.
I
his
can
face.
see his face 3 just fine.
Yeah, but you're tall
You're
enough
tall.
to look over the cameras.
It's Lucas Martinez says, Krag's
Yeah.
I
aim
can
is
still
off
see
by
his face.
sitting in a different spot and knocks out Jared with his wide shoe throw.
Let me see.
Oh no.
Let me try it.
Ah!
I hit a
Yay!
microphone. It's no big deal.
Brian Summer says, announcer, live from the beautiful Sagamore Ballroom.
Sagamore.
Sagamore Ballroom, high atop the Indianapolis Convention Center. It's Evil Jim Jam and his band of brave souls.
Oh, good. Dark Knight says, I'm waiting for the day we come into the string. Jim Jam is on the couch and the DM is Evil Janie.
Sarah BC1 order difference is throwing me off. You guys are all making Adam Rady very happy.
Okay, I'm gonna read
with
a
these
comment.
comments.
My turn. Crossbear18 says, Gwen Sixx is back! Last week, Jonathan, now Clarette's worst enemy. How will she feel about Clarette's demise?
And
A Duchess of Dino says, hashtag Team Alex.
Duchess of Dino says also, dragons and sassy fangs.
That's so right.
It's alright.
It's all, yeah.
Skylily083 says, classy new screen. New screen?
And I threw the shoes. Brian Summers saw me reaching for my shoes just before the camera switch. Throw those shoes into the microphone.
And Sarah Girl says, yes, that night at last.
Yes.
With
Oh, man.
the-
We've been waiting.
Mystery Daniels is here from Norse Foundry Crew.
Hello!
That's the other Eric,
Eric.
right?
Yeah, that's Eric.
Yes.
Yes, it's
What's
good
up,
to
Eric?
see you. I know he's switching
Eric and
between
Eric.
two streams right now.
Is he?
I know because he said something about it online. But I just want to know what ear we are. Are we the right or the left? You tell me.
the top ear. What's on the head?
All right.
That's our comments.
So,
That's all we got, Jim.
all right.
That's
That's
That's all
it.
you got.
That's
That's
it.
all you got.
That's all
So-
happens.
So,
Yeah, we're at home.
bang, bang, bang.
So bang,
My
bang, bang.
legal-
Bang, bang, bang.
Yes,
Go
you
bang,
hear this
bang,
knock
bang,
at the
bang,
door.
bang, bang, bang.
I will assume somebody opens it. Because otherwise this adventure will be very short.
It's Natural Plenty.
Who just waved at us? Hi, Natural Plenty.
It's not?
It's not Natural Plenty.
No, but...
hi, Natural Plenty.
Okay.
I'll go open it.
When you open it, you see that it is Cadwell. But he doesn't look like his cheery self. He looks like he's been up all night, bags under his eyes, hair disheveled, and a wild look of panic in your eyes. He says, I need your help. Simon needs help. He stumbled into the shop last night, and he's real bad. Lyra. I need Lyra.
Lyra?
Water.
Lyra.
Water.
Yes.
On your face,
Lyra
on your face.
pushes her way to the front, knowing that she's needed. And she actually, like, her chest puffed out. Hearing that she's needed, she just grows her wings in a flourish, even though she has no intention of flying. She's like, yes, I'm here! Someone needs my help! I will go and help them. It will be me who saves the day.
Wait, I thought I was going to make you breakfast.
But someone needs me, Krag. I'm needed.
This is
me,
Lyra.
specifically.
Are you wearing your bracelet?
No,
She
probably
leaves.
not.
Before she goes, telling you all to stay out of trouble while she's gone.
She leaves!
Good.
I almost hit the camera.
Good. That's some good
I was in the
prop work
moment.
that we've got.
Moment.
I was in the moment. Just throw Lyra.
So we got a cheer from Sarah BC1, $25,
Thank you,
buffing
Sarah.
everyone,
Thank
plus
you.
you, Jim Jam.
We've got follows by
Ooh.
Book D20 and Natural Plenty.
Thank you guys.
so much for the follow.
Welcome.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. They're not waving back at me.
They
All
will,
right,
though.
so
All right, so good. That's the adventure.
That's
We
it.
did it.
we won.
Well, that completely throws off breakfast now.
Oh, I'm not here, sorry.
I'm with him.
No, I'm not here.
I've
right,
gone
well.
and found him.
Well, now that Lyra is gone, you do have some options.
All right.
You actually have heard word from Castriel just yesterday. He's lying low at the Naiad. We're making sure he hasn't attracted any hostile attention after the escape from the munitions factory. He says he's ready to meet back up with you now that the Red Shields have started filtering out of town. You also have the Knights of Arender to speak to. They've been incredibly interested in your tales of the Demonas Zilzi, and they have pledged their service in finding out what they can that might offer a way to defeat her, or at least understand what she's doing and why. They are being hosted by the Church of Percival during their stay. So...
I kind of figure that Quigley is staying with them, and I definitely don't want him in my house with the way he's been treating me with his stupid
fair.
amnesia.
That's fair.
So now it's just me and you.
It's
It's just me and you, pal.
Oh, great. Wait. Aren't we all in the house?
No, I'm not. Apparently, I was not allowed inside.
No, Quigley is dead to me.
How many times has everybody been dead to you?
I haven't been dead to him at all yet.
I'm still wearing the bracelet.
Kimbleton's dead too.
You don't even.
Oh yeah, Kimbleton's just straight up dead. Never mind. He's dead. He's just straight up dead.
Well, should we wait? No, should we go to the Naiad?
We gotta go get Quigley from his. Is Quigley with Arender?
Nobody has left. I assumed you guys were all in
is
the house
with us in
at
here.
this point.
Quigley?
I understand that you really want
He
him to be
doesn't
gone.
even want to be with us.
Why do you say that? Quigley?
Oh, I'm sorry, I slept so well. Hi! How's everybody doing? Have we heard from Castriel yet?
Yeah, he's at the Naiad.
The Naiad!
Wait, shh, no!
I remember the Naiad!
Yeah, it's not the happiest bar on
Tim!
No.
I remember Tim!
Great.
Where's Tim?
Don't know. Who cares?
Tim! I remember this Tim.
Tim was over last night.
He's a tall man.
He was
is.
not.
Tim
That
snuck-
is lies.
I heard.
You see Tim come down down the stairs. He sees
no,
Alex
guys.
looks at him like, no, not now, not now. He like slinks back upstairs.
That is not true. No,
It's canon. Jim said it. It's canon.
it's
Well,
not.
maybe Tim will be there, and Castriel will be there, and we can all have fun at the Naiad.
Yeah, but we.
So you remember Tim?
I remember Tim. Oh, very important in my life is Tim.
Get out of my house.
While they're arguing about Tim, the Java Man 1964 donated $60 to buff me, to Krag, Alex, Castriel, Quigley, and a Shield of Faith to all them folks too.
Thank you.
Wow. Thank you.
All right. Well, what's? I don't get it.
The I'm for life says the Krag dead to me count.
Oh.
Alex 1, Quigley always, constantly, infinity.
Ah.
So, yeah, I guess we go to the Naiad. I guess we have.
I'm skipping.
No, you're not.
I'm skipping on my way there.
Please be normal.
I'm normally skipping.
Do not draw that much attention
And I'm
to
back
yourself.
here, and I'm like, we really need to do something about him.
About who?
About him.
He has.
The guy skipping down the street.
Well, then grab him and slap him and crit slap.
I want my bracelet back. I don't even want to be a part of. Like, he's. You don't hear this.
I don't. I'm not. Ben is laughing.
Okay. So, seeking Castriel at the Naiad, you find that the place has been renovated extensively in your absence.
Tile
But
floors.
even though it doesn't look like it's ready to fall over under a stiff breeze anymore, you can still see some of its old charm. One thing that you notice, quite prominently, is that there is no presence of Swift Winds Trading.
Good.
Where it seems impossible to outrun the sailing ship logo everywhere else in town, you don't see any sign of it here. You also see a prominent sign over the pid bar that says, Magic Welcome.
Magic what?
Magic Welcome.
Welcome. Oh.
Sitting at the bar is a very familiar man with a bow, a woman carefully inspecting a scar on his arm while he lavishes her with tales of its heroic origins.
Where's Tim?
You don't see
Cares
Tim.
about Tim?
He was back at the house. He's still in Alex's bedroom.
No. He was in your bedroom.
Castriel.
Sweetheart, I got to tell you, this adventure, getting out of that Swiss Winds factory was so absolutely fantastic.
Go up to it.
Oh, hey!
Are you,
No,
are
go
you
ahead.
cock blocking?
No, I'm right there.
Why are you like so close to my armpit right now? I was stretching. Yeah, so I was just telling this beautiful lady here about how I escaped the Swiftwings
where
factory.
did you go?
Where did you come from? Is what I'm talking here. Why do you all have to come up and like?
Because
He was so heroic, you have no idea.
I was trying to tell her how heroic I was.
Heroic.
Yeah, so heroic. Yeah.
He's the clear leader of this party.
Hey, tall guy, how you doing? You doing good? He's so quiet in the back.
So where were you? What happened? Where'd you go?
Well, after that thing fell down, I decided to turn invisible, and I went searching on my merry way. So Swiftwings, yeah, and yeah, I came across at least like 30 of them, 30 of these what do you call them? Those red shield bastards and everything. I just whipped out my bow and boom, 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 headshots right away.
I'm gonna sense motive all
Brains,
this.
Sure.
brawn, leader.
Yeah, is that a bluff check?
I mean, I don't know.
I
It
believe
depends on if
everything
Castriel
he
is lying or
says with
not.
a rolled 1 and a +1, so 2.
Oh,
And then
you're
whatever.
enamored?
I choose to believe.
Totally forgot about Tim. You're just like
Oh,
so into this.
stop
You're like,
it!
So it was just pop headshots, and I got scared for all of you for a second, and then of course I heard it, meh, 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 and I knew it had to be all of you causing some sort of trouble.
I tried to open the door.
So it was you. Yeah?
It was.
You just opened the door and you made a noise.
it didn't open the door.
It didn't
It was
open the door.
locked.
Locked doors. all my doors were completely unlocked
So
when I
wait
was
a minute.
going through everything.
So how did you escape if there was all these red shields?
Well, like I was saying, I was popping them right in the head and everything, and then after that, an alarm started going off, and there was just more. Huge horde of all of them came out with those big the big boomsticks you all call them, right?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah, sweetheart, big boomstick. Huh? Yeah, big boomstick.
Okay, stick to the story, buddy.
It's part of the story. Did you?
Okay.
Shh. All right. So as I got up there as well too, I then I went through these other hallways, and then just for a second, I heard this big explosion. I'm like, oh crap! I figured again another explosion. I went looking for all of you, and I go down this hallway, and I see the ass end of this giant red dragon. I'm assuming it was a dragon, so I just hot-tailed in the opposite direction. Ended up in another hallway, hid inside of a room, and next thing I know, there's at least a dozen of these guys in here. I'm hiding in this room, hearing alarms going off, and then all of a sudden, this big, I don't know, looked like a giant-ass pig, and then this big man comes in and just starts ripping people apart, pulling their arms out, beating them.
You were on the other side.
You're still invisible?
I was still
At this
invisible at this time. This pig is goring people through the intestines, like gnawing on their craniums and everything.
If you shot 30 of the red shields in the head, wouldn't you not be invisible anymore?
I went invisible again. I can go invisible again.
Okay.
Crap.
There's a thing called greater invisibility. I'm sorry, this is like...
Lots of great.
So you remember greater invisibility?
I mean, I just know things in the world.
So anyway, my dear, and then after these two just ripped things apart, they officially left, and then I decided I was going to leave too. And as I was going down the hallway, I heard another alarm, and this little black creature just started floating down the hallway, and he's just going, "Oh, are those stupid idiots? Oh, look at that big tall man with that shaky hair of his, seeing me in invisible. Oh, and then the bold one as well too. Oh, I really hate these guys," and he just went flying away.
You see my head? I had a helmet on.
The Java Man 1964 gave me a reroll. Thank you.
Oh, so yeah, it's this little black creature just floating down the hallway. I didn't decide to go after him. It didn't seem important enough. Was that?
What?
And
Is it a
that...
black creature? I thought
Yeah,
it was red.
little float.
It's like a little devil.
So you opened up all those doors. That was
Opened up-
your fault.
Opened up what doors? I didn't touch a door. What are you talking about?
You let the guy go.
And
This is
that-
your fault.
God, go.
That is why you should be so happy that you are even speaking to Castria.
You want another drink, sweetheart?
She's just at this point when you guys turn to look, she has moved on, and you're now looking and talking to this empty space. After it's somewhere in the midst of your arguments.
So you don't.
She is.
You
Here
don't.
in my head says we're at 3 recaps now.
No,
So,
it's not Amy.
So you don't want that drink then? No.
I'll take it then.
Hell, you take it. Both of you can have a drink as well too. Hey, barkeep, can I get two,
Yeah.
3 more drinks, please?
Castro, did you
A whole round of drinks slides down the bar.
Ooh, root beer float.
Yeah.
No such thing in this world.
Why not? With cows.
There is a Naiad.
We have cows. Why can't there be beer floats?
I mean,
We have
that's a good
cows.
point.
Yeah, that's the main ingredient.
So now wait,
Ow.
did
Root beer
you
foot cows.
find any other information down there on the other side?
On the other side, no, it was hell trying to get out of that thing.
Well,
I do have to say, I'm glad all of you did get out safely.
yes, we did. And then, I was.
What happened to the other tall bloke with the big boom
Well,
stick?
I was hanging out with Sojin the Bull for quite some time because I'm sorry to say the boomstick it elevates his level a little bit higher than yours. However, he
Called
left.
him the new leader.
Yeah.
He did
You
leave.
should be very upset about this.
And so therefore your status once again is returned to the leader of this party.
Oh, so you just use people?
No, I'm just saying that the person who is the strongest and the most capable of leading the group should lead the group.
The person who's the most strongest is the one sitting next to us on my right.
Well,
I mean,
anyway,
he's actually a lot bigger than I am.
well, I mean, strength is an overarching term. I was talking more about the person who could possibly deal the most damage and be the most deadly in those circumstances.
Yeah.
Are you gonna arm wrestle him? Krag is not happy.
But have I told you all that the Knights of Erender talked to me?
No.
No, the Knights of who?
Well, then one time, Sojin just disappeared. I couldn't find him anymore, and that was a very sad day. But I was approached by the Knights of Erender, and they said something about, let's go, I would like to talk to you about... So, have they given me any more information, Jim Jam?
Did they let you know that Jonathan was knighted?
They haven't given you a lot of specific information. I mean, you know that they are very interested in you guys' sort of plight against with Zilsi. They've been briefed on that story. They've been currently specifically looking up anything in the archives that would help either defeating this specific demon or just giving you some tools or information you might need to find out how you can track or destroy her.
Have they told me the word Zilsi, though?
Krag has, I believe, at this point.
I've been saying it.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
very
but have they told me?
No, they learned that information from you and said, okay, we'll go and we'll
Okay.
look through our stuff and see if this comes up at any point. Yeah.
So they said that they might have some more information about how we could track down Zilsi and finally take care of that pesky problem of yours.
What do we need to buy?
Oh, Zilsi was that one demony thing that you told me about, yeah?
Yeah.
Well,
That's great.
without Lyra, we're really gonna have to prepare.
What you need to prepare? Oh, what? Oh, yeah, the healing stuff, right? Yeah.
I have a wand.
I wonder what.
Cure light wounds.
Oh, can you use it?
Yeah.
Cure light.
Yes.
We might need something more than that.
Oh, I got potions as well too. I can do magic too, guys. Come
All
on.
right, fine. Castriel's the healer, guys.
Hey,
I didn't say healing magic. I just said I can do magic.
Why don't we go talk to the people from the Church of Erender?
Okay.
Get some insights. More
Yeah.
so than just your see stuff.
No, that's a very
Let's go.
smart idea.
Yeah, because I have some gold and we could prepare and buy some equipment.
I agree.
Everything out in the town is peachy keen. Yeah, I haven't really gone outside in the past few days.
Magic is more accepted now.
Yeah.
Ever since Maisie, we brought her back.
Swiftwind seems to kind of been pushed out. Yeah.
It's currently in the process. It's one of those things where it was such a ubiquitous organization that it's not like it can crumble overnight.
No, but people
are starting to leave. Like you can see that there's a lot of businesses that are being shut down that were owned by Swiftwinds, and people are boycotting it. It's a whole thing. There's a huge transitional phase going on in the
So we
town
could
right
get
now.
some sales at Swiftman's. That's what you're saying.
That's not what
Sale
I'm saying.
price.
Does
You're
it
not getting
seem
sale prices
sales
anywhere
for a
anything.
ship sales?
Yeah,
Bear traps and ship sales.
bear traps.
So does that mean the Sixers' presence is kind of being?
Well, the interesting thing is that though you have seen Trevor posters of Trevor Sixx, the does anybody have knowledge local? Would like to go ahead and make a check for me.
16.
Okay.
24.
24. So Alex, sort of in the last couple of days, asking around, kind of to get the lay of the land and figure out what was really going on here while we were gone. you've been able to determine that Trevor Sixx came to town as basically sweeps in much on the backs of Swiftwind's trading company, and he's a mayoral candidate, and suddenly and yeah, he's a lot of. Then there were a lot of people that moved to Trapsborough, but there's no official present. Like nobody's like, oh, the Sixers are in town. However, it has been it's very clear though that Trevor Sixx had his team of people, like his own people that he was working with, and they would wear Red Shield uniform. Like they basically got integrated into the Red Shields, but there's of course a lot of rumors that now basically the Red Shields is almost like an arm of the Sixers, or they were somehow working together with Swiftwinds to make this whole conglomerate of basically with the ability to completely control the town.
I would have said all of this.
But openly, there are no like Sixers in Trapsborough. But you suspect
Openly not.
that
But Trevor
there's
is
definite-
here?
Trevor has not fled town. He has not. Despite the outcry against him, he's trying currently to revive his image, and he has not left town, and he has not officially dropped out of the race, even though at this point you guys can clearly tell that the sentiment of the town is against him.
Imp in my head says tons of people cancelled their Swiftwind's Prime accounts too.
Yes.
He also cheered 500 bits. That's
Yay.
probably an entry for the Dogmite box.
That's
Nice.
right.
Sounds about right.
Sounds
Silent
right to
H.
me.
Silent H has resubbed Nerds for 13 months.
Sweet.
Brian Newman
Sounds good.
resubbed tier 1
Thank
for
you,
17
Brian.
months.
And Aunt Coco and Nathan are hosting us right now.
That's
Yay,
very
thank
nice.
you
Nice.
guys.
We love getting
Yeah,
hosts.
that's awesome.
Yes.
Silent H says, Boo Swiftwinds, hooray beer.
That's right.
Yeah.
Sarah Girl 9959 says, wasn't it at the Naiad that Lyra did her famous dance? I so want to see her reprise that dance. By now, I'm sure she has learned even more hot moves, especially if she gets that sexy armor
Wait.
she's looking for.
Lady Lyra performed a dance here.
Did she get on the table here? She had like one
yeah.
beer and then got on
Yeah.
the table. and
Why is
getting
she
all
not
free.
here celebrating with us now?
She was called by Cadwell to help him out.
Simon.
Simon.
I heard that
The guy
through
that
door
turned
when I
into the
was waking up.
monster and
Oh, that guy? Oh, he was cool.
Yeah,
Um,
maybe he can't get back into his normal form. I don't know. So she's helping him.
But and then Lady Maisie's all right as well.
Yeah, she's
Good.
right. Yes.
Oh, yes,
Oh.
Maisie Maisie survived the ordeal and has been doing quite well.
And
Can
she's
we
not a
assume-
doppelganger. Well,
Can we assume that Donahue Granger is dead?
No one has seen after what you guys saw. You have not heard from him, seen him. You guys can try to ask about town and see if anybody else has seen him or like what he's been up to during your absence, whether there's anything odd or anything. But you guys at least have seen no proof one way or the other. It wouldn't surprise you. But then again, just because the doppelganger can take somebody's form doesn't have to kill them. Like, could be alive. Who
Oh,
knows?
We
He's
need
under-
to assume that most people are doppelgangers.
Please cut
Yeah,
your
cut
finger.
your finger.
What?
Please
cut your finger.
Just,
right now.
just a little
Here.
blood. No, just a little blood.
Here. Shring! A huge bastard
Here's my dagger.
sword.
Cut your finger.
Here.
Is it red?
I cut my finger. What colour's my blood, Jim?
It's just regular old red blood.
All right.
Kind
he's-
of red blood.
Bartender, please cut your finger.
I'm not gonna do that.
What
you
what
could
about
be
the
a
girl you were
doppelganger.
hitting
We
on?
would like to know.
I think
Look.
she's gone. I think she left.
Red blood.
Is this
I would
Carl?
I would like you to lead. No, Carl is no longer.
Carl's no
Yeah,
longer?
Carl no
Carl!
longer.
Do you want your dagger back? Flip.
Timmy, have you seen
There you
Tim
go.
around?
Oh yeah, Tim
good
Tim
dagger.
comes down, he comes around here quite frequently. Yes, Tim.
He comes to the Naiad?
Oh yes, he quite frequently. Yes.
Quite frequently.
Yes.
Okay, so probably I don't remember, but that's really funny to me. That I'm putting, Ben is putting two and two together that perhaps maybe he's back on the wagon after.
Stop! I'm gonna walk off the set.
They moved me far from him so I can't punch him.
Oh.
Because I've already wanted to
You
punch
are
him
the
twice.
one who wants Tim at the house.
He was at the house.
No,
Jim
he
said he
was
was.
not.
Jim said he came down the
No.
stairs and then he
Now,
ran back up.
wait a minute. Now who's Tim?
Tim's this guy who used to be the town drunk, and then he cleaned up his act and he wasn't drinking anymore. And then he got together with Alex.
No, we never got
Yeah, and
together.
then things
No,
happened.
we
Then she broke his heart.
Nothing
And now he's drinking again.
Lady Alex,
Does he drink when he comes here?
I mean, not every time. Sometimes he also. I mean, we do call him in to upkeep the place.
Oh, but he has
the new
had
owner
drinks.
has made sure that she likes him and she keeps him employed. But he does drink occasionally. Yes.
Who's the new owner?
Miss Fairway owns this place now.
Oh, Nick Fairway.
All right, so
Doppelganger.
Well, tell her to cut
did you
it
say
over.
Mr. Fair?
Miss Fairway.
Miss Fairway.
Some people make that mistake. It is Nick, but it is a woman.
Oh, that's right. Oh yeah.
Oh, you remember her?
No.
Hi.
I'm writing notes down.
Sarah BC1 and I'm in for life for hosting us.
Thank you.
Guys. Thank you so much.
Let's go to the Church of
The
Percival
errand?
and see the Errander fools.
All right, you guys want to go? I mean,
Might
you're
as well,
going.
Yeah, I mean,
We're
everything's good outside. You all found me. That's good. I'm glad that all of you are okay.
What is the barkeep's name?
Frank.
Frank too. It's got the news. I am home. What is this crazy seating arrangement?
Stop
Alex.
it.
Alex, stop lying
Stop
about
it.
Tim.
Stop it. Alex doesn't date anyone. She's by herself.
They're not dating. It's just a
Yeah.
casual
Alex-
thing.
Roll for baby.
No.
Of all the things we've given you crap about, this is the one that you get the most
Because
genuinely
I don't
upset
see
about.
Alex with anyone.
Doc
Well, no,
Hines
nobody
hosting
sees
us?
it because you keep it hidden, but we know.
Brian
God.
Summers says when Quigley asks you a bunch of inappropriate questions and tries to get you to come back to his room, that is a fantastic motivation to
No.
clean up your act and stop drinking.
Yep.
I didn't try to get him to come back to my room. I just tried to get into his room.
There's a big difference.
He had information always.
Alex
the
and I
man
are
had
going.
information.
I'm leaving. I walk
All right.
out.
Alex has
See
had
you
enough of
later.
your stuff. She's out of
So
here.
as we're walking too, did you all get a chance to go back and see your other friends, see the burials and everything too? Was that all taken care of?
I
Oh,
don't know.
no.
I mean, that would clearly be on the top of my mind.
I mean, sure, yeah, and the Church of Percival is where
Forgot
you would
about that.
go
We
for
need
both
to-
of your current concerns then, because that's
Yes.
where she was.
Yeah, we know.
They
We
were
need
being
to-
prepared and laid to rest.
Yes.
Say something.
Oh, there's been a lot going on this week.
Yeah.
Days. Few days.
Days.
I've been drinking a lot. My mind's a little screwy.
Oh. We're
I'm
walking.
still a really good shot though.
Oh, I'm in for life brings up a great point. But which Alex is actually getting with Tim? Maybe it's not this Alex. Doppelganger.
Good.
Doppelganger.
The doppelganger can have him.
Just
Dang.
to appease him.
This is gonna be a all night thing.
All right. So yes, we would head towards them.
Heading up to the Church of Percival, you can see that there is a decent amount of activity there. Where do you want to go first? I mean, it's, you said you wanted to check out there is a graveyard where you can go and
So
Or
was
you
there
could just go
already
inside.
a burial? Did they already bury them? And we just it
I
kind of
believe
happened.
that they'd been
They were
given over to the
prepared.
church. They were being prepared.
Because we would be at the burial.
Yeah, you guys would have been at the service, but there was a request specifically for a monument for
Yes.
them.
Oh right.
Right. So
We would have buried Kimbleton with his weapons, yeah?
that's totally up to you guys. I mean, that's something that is up to you.
I mean, I feel like that's barbarian tradition.
Yeah. Well, make a knowledge Kimbleton.
Acknowledge
That would
Kimbleton?
be
Yeah.
Kimbleton
Somebody who knew Kimbleton make a check.
Well,
All of
someone
us
has
did.
amnesia over there, so they don't get to roll.
15 plus whatever.
16 on
Kimbleton was a level 9.
I rolled
so-
a 6.
6. Okay. So
Didn't
you
know him
didn't
very
even-
much. I knew he was a Swift Winds
you
guy.
You would know. Basically, you don't really know much about what Kimbleton would have wanted. You had a 16 on the die, so then I'll turn to to old Kimbleton back
The
back
ghost.
before he died. What we know of Kimbleton,
Where
what would
have
he
I
have
been
wanted?
these
Like,
past
is
few weeks?
what would he have wanted after his passing? Would he have wanted to be buried with his axes? Would he have wanted his friends to take his axes and kill monsters
everything.
with them? Like, what would he have wanted?
I mean, honestly, when it comes to my spirits and everything. Oh wait, no, that's dead too. Damn. For him, I don't think material possession really would have cared with him. You know, if someone would have taken something to be reminded of him, I don't think he would have
Aw.
cared because he felt He felt close with everyone. I definitely think, like, in the beginning, he was very close. Or, like, not towards the beginning, but towards the beginning of this year, and, yeah.
Yeah. So that's what you get the sense of, that after the bond you had formed with him, he would have wanted you guys to carry important things of his with you to continue that bond.
I would have figured you would have rolled higher, because, you know, we cuddled.
Man, like, I don't control the dice. Like, what do you want from me? I'm very flustered. I'm sitting on the edge of the couch here. It's like an entirely different world.
I know.
I'm on a different show right now.
That's how I feel all the time.
So I would say, if I remember Sir Kimbleton, and I remember him so well.
Oh, you remember Sir Kimbleton?
Vividly.
This is the most ridiculous thing we're doing right now.
But he would have wanted us to carry his weapons into battle for him. He would want us to maintain his spirit. I would gladly carry one of his axes for him.
Not until you remember things. I've got both of them.
I told you, I remember Sir Kimbleton. He was a good man.
Oh my goodness.
So I take out.
Roll off.
This is so ridiculous.
Roll out for Kimbleton's
I take out Sparky.
I'll roll off for Kimbleton's action.
Did you hear a weird voice?
I'll roll off.
Is there a weird? There is a weird voice.
There is
in
a
here.
weird voice occurring, yes.
If in my head says Kimbleton says, you could say it.
Kimbleton, bury me with my true love, sexy stone.
Oh yes, I definitely put a stone.
So I take out the Sparky, and I activate the elemental charge, and I chuck it at Quigley.
Okay, I catch it.
Does he catch it?
Wait, is this the thing we have to do now?
Does he catch it?
Here, roll
I mean,
to hit me.
you're not going to be able to hit him because that's nearly impossible. Mathematically, it can't happen.
Oh, not with a ranged attack. Right?
What do I get?
Um,
That thing, I don't want it.
no, it's just a 21 range.
no.
Yeah, so
It's
bang,
ridiculous.
it clangs off my armor. I go, oh, well, thank you. I mean, you did.
You throw it and it lands in the street and starts spinning around on the ground and it goes into the sewers.
Cool.
Oh.
In the big
No.
pile.
I
of
pick
poop.
it up. Stop it! I
There's a
pick it up out
sewer.
of the poop. I take it. I go down into the sewers and take it out of the poop.
Okay.
Push the Fisherman is now hosting us. Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
Push.
Right.
And Sarah BC1 puts a great point. Weren't they holding off on the burial to
Yes,
retrieve
they were
souls?
performing rites to make sure that
Good job,
their after they were retrieved, that their souls could actually pass on into the great flock and become part of Percival's domain.
You want the frosty axe? Is that what you're telling me?
I don't know. Sarah Girl 9959 says you guys realize right away that Alex should be carrying both the axes.
Why?
I added the both. I don't
Roll
know.
off. Roll off.
I
I don't care about the axe. I take out the axe.
I take
out the axe. Roll off.
1d6
Frosty,
damage,
I get to
and
roll
then I
off.
throw it
Like
right
this.
at Marcus's
When it's
head.
activated.
I get
not
to roll off.
there.
It's in the rules.
Okay, listen. I don't care. But if
You're not even on this show anymore.
I got
If
Kimbleton
that's what
talking
people
like
do,
that.
I don't
man.
My favorite thing is you guys are like, how should we honor Kimbleton's memory? By bickering over who holds his axes
This is
for
not
at
me.
least an hour.
Not me.
So there's
Kimbleton
Not me.
will lay peacefully knowing that you guys bickered over who
Not
has his axes.
So this is actually something that I had been thinking about for quite
Yeah.
some time after they did the characters passed on the show, is that Sir Kimbleton and Sir Quigley had this kind of throwing axe thing where he threw axes, but I still had a throwing axe, but there was still that kind of
There was like a
kinship.
thing where like he was good at it and
Yeah,
then
no.
you just had one.
No, that's true. But
Yeah.
it's true. But there was a kinship there.
Yeah.
And then with Lady Claret, we had wandered through, and I had given her when we were walking up through the mountains the turtle totem that was around.
Yeah,
her
that's
neck.
true. I do remember
And so,
that. Yeah.
so I also would ask for that as well.
Okay.
I mean, I'm in
Wouldn't
for
that
like.
stuff? Do we even know that stuff's there? Because all that stuff was taken by everyone. Did we collect any of their things back other than the axes?
So you guys had the axes.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
turtle
Marcus.
totem itself is probably something that would have been looked over and would have been left on her person.
But I remember it so vividly from Lady Claret.
Read your.
No. I was just gonna say I'm in for life. Where'd it go? Oh yeah, thank you. I'm in for life says, but all of Alex's weapons get destroyed.
They do. They
I
do.
can't use axes, and I
They
don't want
often
them.
get destroyed.
If he had a ring or something, I'd put it on so I can remember him. But I don't need to have anything.
The real question is, and I don't
If
want
he had
this-
treasure I wanted, I would take it to remember him.
Oh my god.
The real question is, there is the belt of returning.
Which was
I was
taken.
I don't
taken.
want
I
That was
by
taken.
Haas.
ridiculous.
Yeah,
Right.
Haas
Yeah.
has that.
Oh, that's right.
The real question about burying Kimbleton.
No, that's a real question about his inventory, because
Right.
that thing is...
That's the good stuff.
Where is his inventory sheet, by the way?
I think
Scary.
he still has it.
I got burned. I died.
I
I'm
didn't
dead.
take it,
What?
yeah.
Why are you all looking at me for? I'm not Kimbleton. I'm in...
So,
So you arrive.
we'll pay our
Yeah.
respects.
So you guys are standing there arguing about Kimbleton's
No,
things, and
not me.
Brother York is like, so
Do you want the axe?
about that monument.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
How's the
No, you
monument?
guys arrive at the Church of Percival, and you see there's a lot of activity there. Obviously, I think that was sort of the first thing you want to take care of, was making sure that Kimbleton and Claret were properly prepared, because when you first brought them in, it was mentioned because they had been turned into shadows, and there was deep concern for them finding their way to the flock, to Percival's flock. And there were a lot of it required a lot more preparation of the bodies than normally you would have to undergo, because there was a pretty deep concern. So the burial service has not happened yet, but they have when you walk in and you ask about that, Brother York assures you that the rites have been enacted and that your friends are resting peacefully now. They have found their way into the great flock, and they are ready to be buried. And after you guys rescued Maisie, one of the things that she promised is that she would make sure there was funding for a monument for them, because you had specifically requested that they have that, to be honored as heroes as they were in life. So those things are actually, and he actually takes you out to the site where they are to be laid to rest, and you can actually see their. Everybody make a perception check.
I've rolled 5 14s.
12.
4.
14 plus 23.
Actually, 13. Plus 1 for all of us.
27,
Oh, 5.
28.
Okay, so
17.
I mean, you guys are Quigley doesn't really. He's really concerned about these axes, but the rest of you
Sorry.
are noticing as you're moving through a couple of things. One, there are a lot of people moving crates and boxes into the church. Like there's a pretty high flow of traffic. People unloading some wagons in the front, bringing a whole bunch of supplies into the church, you assume, and laying them down. And some of those are actually laid out by this burial plot where Brother York leads you to. There's a man who is laying down, two men who are lowering this big crate onto. Some of the supplies are already coming in. Must be some of the stone that we're going to use to erect this monument to your fallen companions, because Lady Maisie made certain that there would be funding for it, and that we would make sure that was taken care of. And we are happy to do it because friends of yours, obviously honored heroes. This is an important thing for the dead, so we are happy to do that as servants of Percival. It gives us great joy to honor the dead in such a way.
Thank you.
So the burial service can commence whenever you feel would be appropriate. They have passed on now. Their souls have joined the great flock, and it is. We look to you to decide what our next step should be. You were the ones who knew them best.
Just make sure you choose the sexiest stone when erecting Kimbleton's statue. It's got to be sexy.
I will do my best to ensure that the stone.
You could get blue sandstone from Norse Foundry. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yes,
very
blue
sexy stone
sandstone
it
from
is.
Sexy
Norse
stone.
Foundry.
Norse
It wouldn't be
Foundry
very
is
durable,
Norse
but-
Foundry is
I
a
have
company
it.
that is within our world.
It's sexy.
They're very nice.
That's pretty sexy, right?
Pretty.
So perhaps
Absolutely.
we should now.
Now?
We can.
Oh, you want to do the burial now? I mean, the ritual now?
the faster we lay them to rest, they'll be at rest.
Sorry, Castriel.
Well, what? Hey, you know what? They were your compatriots, I understand. As we're close to them. I only knew Lady Clarette for a little bit, and she was a very, very lovely lady.
Alright. I mean, Krag, what do you say?
About what? Burying them? No, sure.
No, the ritual, right? Same thing.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. It's the same thing. Yeah, they would just.
Okay. Oh God. There's
Bury him.
still
Fair.
four.
For that fly right there, he's gone. Maybe. He might be gone.
So there's a small amount of prep that they do to make sure like that everything is ready, and they have to actually dig the graves, they put the bodies into the caskets. They give you the option to bear them if you wish, and under the light of the noonday sun, take the bodies out into the graveyard, lower them gently into the freshly dug graves. Make sure to throw a few stones on top of Kimbleton's casket, ensuring that we're very carefully selecting the finest looking stones that you can. And while you're
How well
doing
did I
this,
select those stones?
they're just okay stones.
Just a barbarian. I don't know anything about stones.
Wanted to find some flowers and throw them in Clarette's.
Yeah, I probably would walk around and do the same.
So
For
you
both.
do these things, and Brother York asks if any of you would like to say anything for your departed companions.
I remember when we first met them. It's at the very front of my mind. When we first met Lady Clarette, there was a problem with the Sixxes. Gwen Sixx and her brother Arthur. It was me and her and we went out and we met them. And it was then that I noticed that she had a bit of a hatred for the Sixxes. But in her hatred there was heroism as well. And when I met Sir Kimbleton, we were fighting giant bugs at the mouse and moth, and we slayed them together in glorious triumph together, and became brothers in that moment. It was me and him, and well, we were together. And may they rest easy outside of this world and into the next. Seragor 9959 says Clarette would want someone to sing her song one last time.
So Lucas Martinez says, so they're not going to rescue their friends' souls? Our heroes, ladies and gentlemen.
I wanted to,
No,
but I asked,
mean,
and
yeah,
it was
no,
like
bringing
impossible.
them specifically. The reason you
I
brought them all
asked.
the way here was, was so that the Church of Percival could enact the rites that would guide their souls into the Twilight Pastures.
Yeah, no, I've
and flock
asked.
of Percival. So the souls are currently like everything's okay, Lucas. It's okay, Lucas. Don't worry. They have been
Don't worry,
properly laid to
Lucas
rest,
Martinez.
observing the proper rites and rituals,
I'm okay.
freeing their souls from the torments.
You guys all did a perception check earlier, right?
I tell
They
them,
did.
so I, talking to them, this is all my fault, guys. I shouldn't have sent you ahead like that. And I'm I'm going to carry the blame, and it's going to stay with me until I break every bone in Hasp's body when I find him. You guys will be avenged.
Well, if there is nothing else, and these two shall now pass on into the twilight pasture, where they shall roam in contentment, shepherded by Percival, praised be his name, until the end of time.
And I will spend the time, I'll pull out my shovel out of my bag, and I'll spend the time putting the dirt on.
Sure, yeah. You guys spend your time burying bodies, paying your respects. Hard work, but at the end of it, you feel sort of relieved that you know they are no longer in that torment they had to endure because of the shadows.
At some point, I'm going to, I would assume this is how the bracelets look, yes?
Sure.
I would probably rip off 2 parts of the bracelet and bury it with both of them so they're a piece of the tribe. And just say thank you. And then I would just walk away.
Sure.
Beautiful.
Scott the News points out, did you remember to ask Kimbleton if they made it?
That's kind of what Jim Jam was saying, though. We're trusting Brother York that they have.
Yeah. In the
Oh,
Church of
you
Percival,
mean with the
yeah.
mask. Oh,
In the Church of Percival, like, this is
That's
specifically what they
right.
do. This is their specialty, is making sure that the dead pass on peaceably. So, if anybody is qualified to make sure it happens, it is Brother York and the Acolytes of Percival.
We're being trolled by the
Yeah.
Yeah.
By everybody.
The ultimate
Everybody's
troll.
really upset about this.
No, the ultimate
they really
troll.
want more funeral story, and I don't know how to give it to them. Because you guys did resolve it in a...
So we go, oh, damn it.
But
Then
we
we dig. Hey, get your shovel and dig Kimbleton up. We
I
gotta
will
put
dig
the
it. I
death.
will not dig
We
it.
have to put the
No,
death
he is
mask
later
on.
right now. I'm not going to dig him back up.
We forgot to ask him if he's okay.
He's fine. He's in the ground. He's been told by Brother York
we
that
would
he's
trust
fine.
the church.
I want to ask him if he likes the rocks that I put on his. Why don't we ask him what stone he wants his statue?
If you, I don't listen.
You don't even know who I am.
I don't.
Why
I
did
don't.
you separate them? Put them closer together so I don't have to hear them from both ears like this.
So I as a yell like that, I cast auditory hallucination, and I just whisper in Krag's ear, yeah, the stones are incredibly sexy. I absolutely love them, Krag.
Bless you.
So
Bless you.
we move on and we go talk now to the Knights of Arunda.
Yes, they have been staying at the Church of Percival. They're being hosted by the Church of Percival. The Church of Arender and the Church of Percival are friendly with each other, so they're almost like visiting dignitaries from Anderley. You are led by Brother York to a sort of meeting room, and there you find 2 armed and armored knights. Much like you noticed that, much like Quigley, even though he's in town, it's totally safe. He's still got like 50 pounds of metal on him at all times. It's just like a requirement or something for being a paladin. And they both are standing there very stiffly, waiting for you to arrive. Sir Quigley. Yes, Quigley. Welcome. My name is Sir Boswin Carey, and this woman is Sir Elysian Masul. We are here. We stand ready. We have recovered some information. Yes, that I think you'll find quite interesting. You see, Zilsi, yes, is a minor servitor of a much greater power. That is what we uncovered. But she was cast out of the material plane some 130 years ago. So the fact that she has returned is most troubling. Most troubling, yes. You recount, of course, your experiences in the Windscourge Wastes. Yes. The last time she was here, and she was cast out by a member of our order, a man by the name of Sir Oswin, the Porter Knight. And he fought bravely, as all Knights of Arender must do, against the abyssal incursion. And that is all we know. That is all we know. Except, perhaps some things that you may find useful if you are going up against one of these abyssal fiends. One, unlike devils, they are weak. They can be overcome, their defenses, by cold iron and good, blessed weapons. Silver, that is the way to defeat devils. Demons are quite a different story. Two, you should expect her to be unpredictable and wily. Devils enjoy order, corruption, and use deeply thought out strategies. Servants of the Abyss are chaotic, destructive, murderous. They lash out without reason or cause. But do not think that this is a weakness of theirs. Their unpredictability makes them incredibly dangerous, impossible to really understand. They should be destroyed, and you should listen to nothing they tell you. While devils are indeed known for their lies, demons can never be trusted. No. Not even slightly. If it suits you, we believe that perhaps Sir Oswin may prove useful in defeating this demon again for a second time.
He's
and
still
how fitting
alive?
it would be. No, definitely dead. But buried along with a great number of his
FTCs?
weapons. Of his weapons, yes, weapons that have been waged in war against specifically demons.
We're gonna dig a dead guy up and steal his weapons?
No, we're going to do it very respectfully. You see, when a knight is entombed, then it is almost like they are guarding the tools of their trade, so that they might be used if they are ever needed once again.
And we will put them back respectfully after
Yes,
we're done.
that must be done.
Right.
When we die.
Now, unfortunately, of course, that Sir Oswin has been dead for some 120 years, and it was very difficult to find the record of his tomb, for he was not buried near here. However, we believe that he is entombed in the Warden Barrows, far to the north. And we did manage to uncover in our records mention of a very powerful weapon, though its exact nature is unknown, that was enshrined in the tomb. If you could retrieve that, it would be most fitting to strike this Zilsi down for a second time. Yes. Otherwise, you can seek her out with whatever you have on hand. Though, again, I would caution you, for their demons are very difficult to kill. Cold iron will do the trick, though, if you simply have some.
I don't have any of that.
Seems like this is a good question that we should discuss as a group, and one person should be the leader.
Any potions that would help us? Protection from evil, or...
Protection from evil is an excellent thing to have on you. You should know that almost all demons have the ability to call others of their kind to their side. And if you have the ability to protect yourself from evil, then those cold creatures will be unable to touch you with their natural attacks. Though if they are wielding weapons, you will not be safe from them.
Okay.
However, yes, it will also help against this demoness. We believe that she is, based on your description, Krag, that she is a succubus of some considerable power, which means that protecting your minds will be as important as protecting your flesh.
Got
She will
potions
use
for-
charms, wiles, and domination to her advantage. You
Yeah.
must have a mind like a fortress.
Yeah. Nothing penetrates this.
Nothing gets through this man's skull.
But an uncontrollable rage.
That has been known to be somewhat effective, yes, against mental intrusion,
Oh.
though it does bring you softly into their domain. As creatures of chaos, if you can protect yourselves from chaos or evil, both of them will help you, while attacks, spells, and weapons imbued with the power of good or law should be particularly effective.
Is that Jim Jam? Is that like a +3? What's the good in? Is that a
What?
good aligned weapon? Is it
A good
particular-
aligned weapon, I forget
Is it a
which-
particular?
what the equivalent is, but I think it's one of the higher ones.
Yeah.
The alignment ones are particularly
Like
high.
I think it's like holy. I think it's a
Yeah,
+3.
those are the-
so
yeah,
I
yeah.
think that's
so,
what you have to get
so
to.
a good aligned weapon might
I mean,
even
that
be
costs
high.
like a lot.
It's significant. However, we do believe that cost may not be an issue if you choose to visit the tomb of Sir Oswin.
Right. Which I think if we can confer with our leader here.
Make
for
a
one-
knowledge religion check.
How many days away is this tomb? Oh, sorry. Okay.
I'll get to that as soon as he resolves
Sure.
this.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You would know, based on your familiarity with the religion of Arendar, that it is likely that these weapons are laid in a tomb. It is unlikely to be as simple as digging them up and retrieving them. The Knights of Arendar love making you prove that you're worthy, and that you're good-hearted, and that your faith is strong,
Yeah,
and all
Arendar
this
really
nonsense
loves to
before
do
you
that,
get to the
doesn't
good
he?
stuff. They love that stuff.
One other thing that I know
Yes.
is that Luna Steelsong is hosting us,
Thank
Ooh.
you.
and that you should all go and retweet the tweet on Twitter and get yourself a chance to win some awesome dice from Tabletop Loot.
If you're
They're
wondering
great.
just why you should go ahead and retweet that, it's because we have these Rolling Thunder dice from Tabletop
They're
Loot coming
very
out
pretty.
to one lucky winner at the end of this very episode. So if you haven't retweeted, why?
It's a question of the night tonight, isn't it?
Do it.
The question of the night.
You know,
Get over there. We are posting the link to that tweet in the chat all throughout the episode, or you can just find it on Twitter and retweet it there. Remember not to quote tweet, because apparently that won't really count you properly. You have to just regular old retweet it.
Retweeting. Imp in my head says Quigley's mind is like a soggy pile of hay.
Blind Man
Yes.
308. Hello, all. Just unpacking from a week of camping with my Boy Scouts. Glad to be back with my dad family. Hi, Quigley.
And Magnus Prime 27 says, what episode or vid has Jason Bullman? I missed it. It was actually the episode previous to this one.
Just last
so
week.
25.
Episode 25.
Season 2, episode 25.
Yes.
So now in the days that we've had in downtime, obviously I would have had the runestone of Mystic Unraveling set to
Yeah,
my
that's
hammer,
something that you
right?
could have easily had done. Yeah.
It happened.
Yeah.
It's canon.
It's canon.
It's in
It
here.
happened. Yes.
Okay.
And the
Dispel magic once a day.
once
That's
per day.
targeted.
Anything that is targeted at you. Yes.
Awesome.
And obviously, I would tell the group, P.S., the Knights of Arendar and the Church of Arendar, when they bury you, they like to make people prove that they're worthy to go into the tomb. So, Castriel, should we go?
Do the two.
Yes.
Why are you
me
asking
for?
him?
He's the leader. I thought we've made this very.
Goodness.
I
You're
was just
so dumb.
I'm the leader.
Alex is the leader.
What do you think about that?
Alex being well, she's the leader. Ask her.
You are the leader, Alex.
I am, and I nominate Krag to be the leader now. Krag, you're the leader.
You know what? I'll second that.
I'm the leader.
Anyway,
Krag is the leader.
This is
where
crazy.
Are,
Krag, this is something that really has to do with your past. as
We
well,
need
too.
to get this weapon.
I agree with you.
Now, are there booby traps?
well, that's why I wanted to ask.
Are there booby traps? Are they going to be undead? What are the? What are
You've
you?
just booby trapped my mind. How did we choose all 3 different leaders? Is that how easily this can be switched around?
I know there was a vote. There was a vote that happened days ago.
And I wasn't included?
You were asleep because you slept so good. You were dreaming.
The polls closed at dawn, man.
Well, I mean, apparently, Krag, you are the leader.
So this tomb, how far away?
Yes. Well, if you have access to any faster means of travel, that would suit you best because it is.
I don't think anyone likes riding horses
I
in
do.
this team.
I was just asking. We have a
Oh, they
horse.
specifically hate riding horses, do they?
Also, is there? I mean, he's got a point. Is there anything guarding this tomb that we should know about?
Unfortunately, there's nothing that I can tell you other than what your wise Sir Quigley has already mentioned. That it will be no easy feat to, if weapons of great power were simply buried in a hole in the ground, then anybody could come and take them up, and that would be no good. We do have many wards and methods of protecting those weapons so that both evildoers and those of an unworthy cause may not simply stumble upon them like some cheap bauble
All right.
from a FTC.
So,
Sarah Basie 1 says, don't forget, Jim, there's wild magic and a conjuration station on board from Tuesday.
Don't you worry, I am well aware
Really?
of the FTC.
you know, he doesn't say anything.
Yes.
But this knight did just call him wise.
Yes.
And there was a lot of switching right there of the leader.
Uh-huh.
And so in his mind, he's like, maybe I should be the leader.
Oh, God. Brian Summer says, remember when Quigley's only task in life was to serve Krag? Yeah, neither does Quigley.
SFV Terrible says, hello, people. I have not watched in too long. I've been missing the show.
We've been
Glad
missing
you're
you.
here.
welcome.
SFV Terrible also says, when did Quigley's hair move from his head to his face?
Oh man, you have been gone for a
A
while.
little while.
He's been
because
gone for a minute.
I believe it's on a mid-show break of
Yeah.
a Bedlam and Discord show
Yeah.
when we shaved my head.
Shaved it all
And
off.
Jamie waxed my leg.
Yeah.
And she is so happy in that moment when she rips the hair from my body.
It was a good time.
It was
There
a good
was.
That was fun.
Fantastic time.
time.
Although you were the one who wanted her to wax your head originally, right?
Yeah, I'm
and
glad
you
we
thought
did
that
not
was gonna
do
be
that.
what's gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the leg was bad enough.
Yeah, that was very painful.
I'm in for life. Words never before spoken. Wise Sir Quigley.
Yeah, that was...
And Sarah Girl 9959 is now hosting us too. Thank you, Sarah Girl.
They call those things oxymorons? Or they just call Quigley an oxymoron?
No one has ever called me an ox.
He's not strong like a bull.
Let's get on these horrible magical horses. Something bad's gonna happen. The horses will die. It's gonna be great fun.
I like the whole.
Shopping first. Silver
Oh,
weapons.
shoot.
Cold iron dagger weapons.
You know what we need?
You don't need silver weapons,
No,
although
no. Cold iron.
based on your tales, they have aligned themselves with werewolves. Yes, so having your silver weapons handy will be,
Silver weapon, check.
Yes, silver weapons. You need those for the werewolves.
Protection from
Cold-
evil potions.
You
I
will
don't
want
have any.
those? Yes,
I don't
yes.
have any. I gotta go
Protection
see
from
Cadwell.
mind spells.
Yes,
Can
you
I-
want something to strengthen your mind?
Yeah, we got
Get
some
those
drinks.
will saves
Got
up?
some drinks for that.
We have to go somewhere.
Gotta talk to my man Cadwell.
Oh yes, Cadwell may be able to help you. Yes.
SFV Terrible says, ha ha ha, well I got the book you sent me and have been playing Pathfinder ever since.
Yay!
So good. There you
Awesome.
are. Jim Jam, can I make a magical weapon silver with the oil? It just takes a -1 to the damage and to hit.
I don't know specifically what you're asking. Okay, you've got a magic weapon.
Mhm.
And you
I
want
would
to
like
go with
to.
it?
I would like to take the +2 mace.
Yes.
And make that silver.
Make it silvered. You can apply, there's the silver sheen,
Yeah.
which would work for like an hour.
Right.
But you could not make it, it has to be made of silver if you want it to be silver.
I thought there was an oil we could put on it that turned.
It's called silver sheen. Talking about that stuff? That's
Yeah,
the
but it
stuff
doesn't
you
make
coat
it for
and
just
then,
an hour, right? There was
you
one
know,
that
a
we.
permanent one?
Yeah, we did. There was one that we did that was a permanent thing.
I did
It
it
might
to
be the alchemical silver.
Yeah, I did it to the
But
great
I
axe.
did it to one of my throwing axes as well. But I'm wondering if you could do that to a magical weapon, which I'm unsure that you could.
You can.
My,
it's let's see.
I had a magical great axe, and I did the silver thing to it. I used the alchemical silver.
Yeah.
Let's see. Blah 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 blah.
You got another reroll,
Complex process involving metallurgy and alchemy that bonds silver to a weapon made of steel so that it bypasses damage reduction of creatures such as lycanthropes. On a successful attack, blah blah blah, with a slashing or piercing weapon, the wielder takes a -1 penalty on damage rolls.
So not a bludgeon. All right. Well, I'm good then.
The alchemical silvering process can't be
I would like to
applied
get
to
another
non-metal items, and it doesn't work on rare metals such as adamantine, cold iron, or mithril.
Then no problem.
I would like to buy another weapon. I have 1 silver dagger, 1 cold iron dagger.
And you
Sarah
got the
BC1
reroll.
gave me a reroll. Thank
There
you,
you go.
Sarah.
Ooh, and we're being hosted by Scott Denuzzo and
Off on Tuesday, thank you.
Kitsu723.
Thanks for hosting, guys.
Thank you.
Brian Summer says, "Let's get ready to shop."
One other note about demons. Almost across the board, you will find that they are immune to electrical damage, to
Got it on my
fire,
sword.
and to poison. They resist acid and cold, but they are not immune to it.
I knew why I threw that Sparky at him.
Well, I'm good to go. If
I would like to stock that.
So, in terms of stocking up, what are we looking at? What is it that you guys want?
We got to go see Ash and Cadwell. Not
Ash?
necessarily in that order.
Ash and Cadwell. Okay, we had a pad up right there.
Lucas Martinez says, now that magic is illegal again, does Cadwell have a surplus of his carbonated bubble drinks that he's selling at discounted prices?
So, interesting note about the magic and whatnot. The Anti-Magic League is still, it was not, while Swiftwinds was supporting a lot of their endeavors, it was not a specifically Swiftwinds entity. It is more of like a sort of political movement in town, and it still very much exists. However, the Naiad has always thought that stuff was nonsense, and so they made a point to go out of their way to say that magic was welcome there. They're basically they're anti-magic league, because they believe that magic is fine and it's a part of the world, and like you just like there's no reason to be rid of it. It can do a lot of good. And so the anti-magic, basically the point is getting rid of Swiftwinds does not necessarily get rid of that sentiment in town. There are still a lot of people who are very wary of magic, who believe that it is, basically they have views very much aligned with Krag's, that magic is a danger and should be crushed and eliminated wherever possible.
all right.
So things, you want some things. Tell me about the things that you want. You want to go to Ash and Cadwell.
Who's closer first?
I mean, it doesn't matter. Pick one. Flip a coin.
Ash.
Ash.
Ash. Go to Ash. Okay. Find that she's, as always, hard at work, creating the very finest weapons and other metal items required for life in a small town.
Ash,
You.
we're going on a quest.
That's not a surprise.
We need cold iron weapons. What do you have? What do you have in stock right now?
I can get you. Let's see. I don't have a huge stock of cold iron weapons. There's not been a whole lot of call for that, but I don't have nothing. I can get you. Let's see. We've got a pretty solid stock of arrowheads.
Ooh.
Arrowhead.
Easily fashioned onto arrows. You get you 50 of those, no problem. Those were made with most of the cold iron scraps that we had. I do have this cold iron sickle. I've got a cold iron, let's see, a short sword. Got a cold iron long sword. Let's see, what else do I have here? She's looking through all these things. Oh yeah, that's cold iron there. She points to this big, heavy flail. It's like this. Like this looks like a weapon that you like yeah, because it's this huge.
Am I proficient
flail.
in heavy?
Yeah, you could use a heavy flail. It's basically like the Witch King's flail. Not quite that huge, but it's. I mean, that's the kind of weapon
good
you're
lord.
talking.
Can I look at the
Huge
price
freaking,
tag?
double.
I'm like looking. Is there a price tag there? It's like there's
It's one of those ones that doesn't have a price tag, just so you're not turned away by
How
it.
much is that real big weapon?
Oh,
That big-
let's see. Cold iron.
The one you just pointed at.
Super Brian says, I guess this group has decided not to go to Comic-Con this weekend. No,
Got
we're
it.
more fun sitting
Yeah.
here.
We were banned.
We were
Too crazy.
too cool.
I've never been, but I hear it's very hard to get into.
Penguin Witch Doctor is now hosting us.
And he also,
Thank
and
you.
Penguin Witch Doctor also resubbed for 11 months. And
so
cheers from Luda Steel Song and
Yay!
Kitsu72.
Thank
No,
you
we
guys.
decided not to go to a con that was so close to home. We just don't want to go to those ones.
No,
We'd
they,
rather fly somewhere.
We'd rather go
Like
Yeah.
very
Alaska.
far away.
that's right. And they bring the con here.
If
You're
we-
welcome.
If we don't have to drive at least 19 hours to get to some
What's
place,
the point?
that con is not worth going to.
Oh, a 3-hour drive is saying, oh,
Well,
come
Yeah,
on.
come on!
Come
Make it
on.
10 or nothing at all!
Aye.
Okay. So that would cost you 30 gold pieces for the heavy flail. But I do have to warn you that enchanting cold iron is a little more difficult than your typical steel. And it adds an additional cost of 2,000 gold pieces
Cool!
for an enchantment. So if you want this, I gave it to you for 30 gold, but if you want to get this enchanted, you should know it is going to be significantly more expensive to do.
So it would be a blessed cold steel weapon, is what you're saying. What were you saying? What enchantment?
What enchantment would you want? I'm not a wizard, so I couldn't tell you what to.
I don't know. I'm not a wizard either.
I'm just saying, if you wanted to make this magical weapon, or this weapon magical, then it would cost you significantly more. I have
Extra.
nothing to do with that. If you got 30 gold, though, this heavy flail's yours.
I mean, I would just think that it would deal damage.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Right.
like, you can still bash somebody with the gold.
I paid her the
Certainly.
30 gold
No, I
pieces.
do. No, get out of here.
And
That's
I
my
go,
weapon.
No. I'm paying for the leader.
So he's giving it to Castriel.
No, I give it to you. You're the leader
I
now.
announced you the leader next.
So I have a cold iron heavy flail.
Ash, could I have the cold iron short sword?
Sure.
How much is that?
I'm gonna look it up right
Mr.
now.
E. Daniels says, can't wait for Gen Con. Penguin Witch Doctor says, Gen Con is on my birthday. Your birthday is 4 days? That's
Wow.
incredible. That girl at that place, 114, says, I made it.
Yay.
Work kept me an hour, and that made me sad, but now I'm here, and I am glad. P.S. I'm on Season 2, Episode 2. That is, you're advancing very quickly.
Yeah.
Very quickly. 20 gold pieces for the short sword.
All right.
How about the those arrows and that sickle sword you got there?
The sickle.
And I'll slide her the gold for this one, too, and I'll whisper, and I'll be like, I'm still not certain that you're not the leader. I'm not sure, so I'll pay for this as well.
12 gold pieces for the sickle.
All right.
So I got it.
And then
No, I got
the
it.
arrows.
Stop. I got it.
For 20, it'll be 2. 2 gold pieces for every 20 arrows.
I'll take all.
Take all of them.
I'll take all of them.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I'll take all 50. So
She'll give you the whole 50 for 2 gold.
All right. So 2 golds, total 14 gold.
Sorry, for 4 gold.
Yeah, I already took
4
it.
gold for 50.
Ash, do you have any? Do they make cold
Thanks, Krag.
iron
I
bolts?
appreciate you.
I
Or silver bolts?
don't have any right now.
How about silver bolts?
I don't have any extra silver or cold iron bolts. Sorry.
That's all right. No worries. I have
With some time and an extra supply of cold iron, or silver, I could.
Got no time. People are telling us we got to get on with it. Got no time.
for that.
Then I'm afraid there's probably not much I can do to help you there.
Thank you for this. And this,
Thank you.
I'm holding this thing. It feels great.
Oh yeah.
I take a couple
it
big
is.
swings.
Now it doesn't have the same impact as the hammer. You're dealing 1d10 damage, but it is two-handed, so you're going to get that extra bonus.
I get
that
my
bonus
normal,
damage.
my
that
normal
you're looking
bonus
at.
damage.
And it crits on 19 to 20 rather than just 20.
Ooh. Nice.
And I go, you're welcome, Krag.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, I think
You
we're good
said
at
it.
Ash.
You
Yeah, I
thank
said
you.
yeah. I said thank
You
you.
said thank you earlier. I said you're welcome.
Okay, I said thank you.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
heard you, which is
Okay.
why I said you're welcome.
We're good?
No differences with the sickle and the arrows. Still same damage as regular ones. as well?
Yeah, the damage is going to be the same as
Alright.
your standard weapon. It's just going to have that cold iron property, and it's going to be hard, and it's going to be more expensive to get enchanted if you ever decide to do that.
Of course. Thank you.
All right.
Alright.
Potions.
Greatly
Potions.
appreciated you, yeah?
Heading off to Cadwell's shop. You know that he is still located mostly in the market. He does a lot of in the open air market. So you head down into that district. You can see that it's pretty busy, but not as busy as it was the last time you were here. Because last time you were here, you noticed there were a lot more stalls open. There was a lot more business being conducted. There's just a lot less of it now. But you do see that a lot of the people who are here are selling a lot of. There's a lot more basic supplies being sold, like food's big right
Bear
now.
traps.
Food, clothing, basic things. There's not as much of the fancier things because a lot of the trade with Swiftwinds being so quickly deposed, a lot of trade. Like the economy's in sort of this weird place where trade, like people haven't quite filled in the gaps that their vacancy has suddenly left.
I'd like to help out the economy and buy a bear trap.
Oh,
Okay.
goodness. There's no bears.
I lost one of the bear traps, so I'd like
Sarge
to.
is still operating out of his brick and mortar store.
I mean, is it just a bear trap? I'll just take a quick one.
Just a quick
Just
bear
a
trap.
Quick bear trap.
Yes, you can have one bear trap,
I have
but
3 bear traps.
it will be 50 gold pieces.
What?
There is a premium on items.
This is
They-
extortion, Jim Jam.
Things are
You
difficult.
know I
to
want this
come
bear
by.
trap. It's extortion.
It's the fact that you'll pay whatever I tell you is the reason that I can tell you any price. That's why I am. That's how this works.
All right, then I take the best bear trap.
I have one bear trap.
Well, it's the best one.
Technically, this is the best bear trap in the shop.
I am.
It is also technically the worst bear trap in the shop.
You are. I take the bear trap and I walk out. I pay him the money.
As you're walking out, and you give him the money, as you're walking out, you see him like reach behind the counter and he like hangs another bear trap up on the.
Ugh. And I.
How many bear traps do you have now?
3.
3 bear traps.
It's the perfect triangulation.
I'd say, hey, they worked really well against the trolls.
It was
That was a
awesome.
good
was
use of your
great.
bear traps. Okay.
Oh yeah, when we left Banana.
Cadwell.
Yes, you are heading over to
whole
Cadwell's
time,
tent.
it's insane.
You are pushing your way through the crowd. People do seem to be generally in good spirits following the massive demonstrations against Swiftwinds and the Red Shields, and like you just get the sense that people like there's this sense of ease in the air. That tension that was there before is sort of lifted. You don't see that frequent presence of armed Red Shields, which was ubiquitous throughout the town before, but now it's like you don't see that. Though that does leave you to wonder who sort of has become the law. Perhaps no one in these times. Quigley's the law now.
Jonathan.
I got papers of authority.
Yeah, you do have papers of authority. There is no doubt about that.
We don't see the town guard
Doc
coming
knows.
back.
Doc is all about them papers of authority.
He knows. He remembers from the old days. Why don't Castriel?
Mhm.
I would like you to make a perception check.
Oh, that's a good perception.
26.
26. Okay. You guys are moving through the crowd, and this dwarf woman sort of like bumps into you really hard. And at first you're like mildly annoyed, and yeah, you get this like you're about to turn around. But your cry for her to watch where she's going comes out as this sort of like gasp of pain, and suddenly it all hits you as you feel the sticky flow of blood running down your belly. First thing that's going to happen is I need you to take 19 points of
What?
damage.
That's
And then I need you to roll a fortitude save.
What happens
What
when you're
just-
not the leader anymore?
You just got assassinated.
What just happened?
Don't fail it.
He said a fortitude save?
Yep.
Yeah.
What if you die right here? Natural 20.
Natural 20. Okay. You...
God, oh, that hurts, but I'm really fortuitous.
So you guys turn and you see him holding his belly, and he's like staggers for a minute. Make perception checks.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm looking.
Well, I'm real glad I wear my armor all the time that you've made fun of me.
So I rolled a natural 20 for perception.
Okay.
33. Scotty Pippen.
You
Sure.
see it all. You see it all.
13.
13.
Oh, I got 10, 9, 10, perception, 10, 23.
Sure. You see Castriel is clearly wounded. He's like blood seeping out between his fingers. You guys all see this. You guys are really focused on him. Crag, you see this dwarf woman darting through the crowd, and she casts a glance back, and it's like your eyes meet for just a moment, and like you know in that moment.
Cersei.
Everybody roll initiative.
Cersei? Did you say Cersei?
I meant to say whatever her name is.
And you get a +1 to this one.
All right.
So-
I didn't do that.
I'm.
We all got +2 ACs for a round.
Everybody got +2 AC on your first round except for
Ooh, alright.
+2
Yes.
AC.
23.
Ooh,
23.
quick to go.
Now comes a very important question for Adam Rady, which is the other day when we were in here, there were a bunch of little like folded pieces of paper, and I said, "Put those on the desk," and I don't know.
In front of your
right here.
screen.
Got it. Thank you.
So
There's one more, Jim.
There's
That's
one
fine. One's not a big deal. Don't
you
look
got
at me like that.
he got a 23. I also got a 23. I rolled a natural 20. I two in a row.
Yeah.
This isn't like the time to roll them. I need to roll them.
Well, we
for
know what's coming.
attacks.
We know what's coming next, which is all two.
So now,
I go first.
because you're the leader.
No, because I got a +6. And
Alex,
you
what
got
are we
+3.
looking at?
I rolled a 1 plus my
Oh,
5
no.
gives me 6.
You know-
I was worried about my initiative, but not anymore.
8.
Yeah, okay.
I got
great.
7 to
So-
start for 19 points of damage. That hurts.
I'm tending to your wounds for a second. No, not like that.
So
You got a treatment
I know that that's how it works. Is your
Calm
your
down. I
modifier
got it.
is the is, but in my mind I'm thinking about changing that when I run games because it seems to me like the odds of somebody rolling a nat 20 instead of somebody rolling a 17. Like I think he should go first, but I'm thinking.
Oh,
that's
house.
just for me.
His house. He's talking about house rules.
Yeah,
He's talking about how he wants to do it.
I'm thinking about.
He's thinking about the game.
Just
That's
talking about the
cool.
game.
Well, it's going to be, I mean, it'd be totally different because they have a whole different initiative
Yep.
system for 2E.
Might
so,
as well
like,
just
that's.
throw it all out the window.
Throw it all out the window.
Your home rules,
Quigley.
they're gone.
Quigley, you are first to go, but you see Castriel is like, he's bleeding and he's like woozy on his feet. What do you do?
I say, where's the danger? Point me in the right direction. And I draw my sword and I will hold my action.
You're going to hold your action. Okay, now roll a d20.
5.
5.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
Magic.
Nice. This is a good one. The air in your lungs is a toxic cloud. You can try to hold it in, but this may prove to be very difficult. As wild magic surges around you, every single round, you exhale a noxious cloud of gas in a 15-foot radius. Anyone in the cloud must make a DC 20 fortitude save or be
Ew.
sickened for 1 minute. The cloud is persistent, and anyone in it must continue saving every round that they are in the cloud. You can attempt to hold your breath
Yep.
with a DC 20 fortitude save.
Okay.
Failure means that you lose your entire action, choking and coughing, and exhale the cloud anyway.
Okay.
So,
I'm gonna hold my
you
breath.
are like, what do I do? And then you just feel this weird roiling in your lungs,
Oh.
and you try to hold your breath.
Yep.
Make a fortitude save.
I make
Okay, so you can hold your breath.
22.
Just remember that if you talk or otherwise cause yourself to exhale, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I know.
It's gonna happen.
This is the only way that you figured out to get me to shut up.
Hey, you rolled the die. As Sarah BC1's previous wild magic takes hold of Quigley, suddenly causing his words to choke off as he holds his breath. That takes us to, and you are holding your action, so you can act whenever is
Right.
appropriate for you. Krag, you see this dwarf, and you look down. She's got a bloody knife down by her side, and she looks like she's about to take off through the crowd. What do you do?
I point at her
Yeah?
and say, "It's the little woman running away!"
I go, and now I take my turn.
Oh,
Okay.
you're taking. He
Make
can
a
jump.
perception check.
He can jump on my turn.
Because he's holding his action, he can go whenever he chooses. Basically, your action, because you're literally in the middle of your turn, his will actually occur afterwards.
Okay.
So he can continue his turn, and I'll go after him.
So can I charge tackle?
There's too many people, but you can.
I'm charging through.
You can't charge, but you can make your way up there. But
I can fly through. I can fly, Jim.
Okay.
Gah! I fly after her.
All right, you
I fly up
and down at her.
Yeah.
Okay, make a fly check.
Because that's
you're
a
gonna have to come
hard
down.
fly
Yeah, you're gonna come
check.
down at a steep angle.
17. on the fly
17
check.
is enough. That gives you the angle that you need. Yeah. All right. So you're able to come down right at her.
Yeah.
All right.
And I
want
would just
CMT
take her out.
check.
Taking her out. Taking her out. Oh. I don't do this often. So CMD check?
CMD, trying to grab her.
Damn. I mean, no, CMB.
Sorry, yeah. Sorry,
CMB, because I was like, that's wrong.
CMD is your
24. Matt
24.
Baker. Matt Bakerfield.
Barely enough. She's a wily one, but you do manage to grab onto her.
I got her!
And then she lights on fire.
And then, yes, you guys will erupt
Oh,
in
that's
flames.
right. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Wait, what?
you guys will erupt into flames. So
I forgot.
He's got that shirt.
I totally
when he
forgot
grapples
about
somebody,
that.
He hugs them and
A D6 of fire damage. I got, and then it's like, and I forget. Jim, I forgot, so I'm like really surprised. I think it's like, I grab her and I think it's like I'm burning, but then I'm not burning. And I'm like, oh, I'm wearing a shirt. So 5 points of fiery.
5
Wait,
points
5
of
plus
fire.
10.
5 plus 10?
Yeah, it says 1d6 plus 10 fire damage, 10 times a
okay.
day. So 15 points of fire damage.
Yeah, her skin is like badly, like immediately she erupts into flames. She's screaming. People start running. They don't know what's going on. They just see you burst into flames as you tackle this dwarf in the middle of the market. And then Quigley goes because he's gonna.
I think I know what you're doing, and I love it. All right, I'll tell you if my guess is right later.
Okay.
He's gonna write it down, put it in the box.
It's in the box behind you.
So I would like to run up and meet Sir Krag since everybody ran away from him. And then I'd like to roll a sense motive to see if a sense motive to like figure out why she would do this.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I believe it's a 22.
22. Current motivations. Current thoughts and motivations. Ow. Agony. Clearly on the verge
Burning.
of burning to death. Horribly mangled by the flames that are now coursing over her body.
Mm-hmm.
None of this nothing that would lead you to understand why she's doing what she's doing, because she is wreathed in burning flames.
And I think about saying things, and then I'm like,
And then,
God.
chaos erupts even further. A few things begin to happen. One, as the crowd disperses, you guys hear several shots ring out.
oh.
And I would like, I'm gonna need touch ACs for some people. One of them being Castriel, one of them being Alex, and one of them being Quigley. So,
Mine's 12.
well, I hit you, Quigley, so that's gonna be a hit.
But
You
your
look
T's
over.
are +2 to AC, right?
That's true.
14.
I still got you, Quigley,
Yeah.
on this one.
Yeah.
You hear this explosive bang, which you have become very familiar with. You look over and you see
Lyra.
there is a catfolk who has one of these flintlock pistols. This is a double-barreled pistol leveled at you. Just pulls the trigger and you just get hit in the chest for 9 points of damage.
Rude. I didn't say it.
And then it fires again. And this is probably a miss because I've only got a 9 on that one. So 9 against touch. So it fires twice, unloading both barrels. Only one strikes you. Castriel.
mine. Yeah.
A similar thing is going to happen to you. You see a human male who takes a shot at you. 19 against touch for the first.
Yeah, just got me.
And that is going to be 4 points of damage on the first shot, and then pulls the trigger again. But that is only going to be an 11 against touch.
No.
So misses with the second
First
shot.
one hits.
And then, Alex, you turn and see a human woman standing pretty near this human man. She's also got a pistol leveled. And that is almost definitely a hit with a 27 against touch. And a 19 against touch.
Yeah, both.
All right, so both hits. So the first shot deals 5 points of damage.
Okay.
The second shot is going to deal 4 points of damage. The dwarf woman that you're holding on to, rather than trying to wriggle free, just takes this knife she's got in her hand and tries to stick it in your side. So you are grappled. So that'll reduce your armor class by 2, I want to say. And her first attack is definitely a miss because that is only 17. I don't think it was reduced that much, but she's gonna go ahead and take the second stab. Even worse. So she's trying to just stab this knife in your side. She's on fire. She's just flailing blindly because.
What does she sound like? What is she screaming like? Can we hear
I don't
it?
want to do a death scream right now, so no.
She's not screaming. She's tough.
She is. It's
Wow.
just I don't feel like doing it. And then, on top of all of that, you see 2 bursts of magic. The first is from the Conjuration Station pulling into town because Sarah BC1 was very generous on Tuesday. So that is going to mean that whatever creature this is... Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, no!
This, you guys all turn as magic bursts through the air. And in a puff of red smoke, a man you only vaguely recognize. You're thinking back, where did I see him before? Where did I see him before? His skin now, it's almost bright red. He has this like shadowy red aura all around him. And you're thinking about, where was he? And then you remember the red birthday. You realize
Frank?
that
Frank.
this is Frank's vengeance made manifest, come to slay you, courtesy of Sarah BC1.
God. What is happening?
Frank appears in a puff of red smoke,
Sorry.
levels his sword at you, Krag, because you are holding on
I
this
wasn't
woman.
there.
and charges forward.
This is what happens when you're the leader. Saving shield.
29 to hit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not
You're
Quigley.
with your plus
Oh
2?
my god.
Oh, do I get the +2
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
well?
Yes,
This
yes.
is still that
You're
first
also
round.
grappling.
No, still, I get hit.
All right.
Yeah.
The blade cuts deep. Frank's vengeance piercing your flesh. You take 9 points of slashing damage.
And what am I rolling?
And
And
you are bleeding for 1d6 points every round.
now with bleeding, does that get reduced by 1 with my...
No, bleeding isn't going to be reduced.
Okay,
the
just
the slashing
initial
damage
hit.
is going to take that, yeah, but the bleeding is going to cut through that. As Frank's vengeance
And you said a
lashes
6
out.
points maximum bleed?
1d6. D6 bleed. 1 for this round, but every round it'll tick.
Yeah,
on
yeah,
every,
yeah.
every
Oh,
round.
jeez.
And then a second burst of magic unleashes another creature. Castriel, you turn and you see this 3-headed dog just appear in a swirling burst of red magic. And it looks directly at you and it just chomps down. 3 bites.
What's your backstory? Is it something crazy with a 3-headed dog?
I feel like you stack the deck with bad creatures.
16 for the first bite.
We did have a unicorn.
No.
Incredible.
20 on the second bite.
No.
And, that's a wiener. No good. 20 on the third bite.
No.
So it comes in, chomp, 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 chomp. And, yeah. Go ahead and make a spellcraft check.
Spellcraft?
Yeah.
Probably should have it. 24.
24. What you know? Because like weird Frank's vengeance thing.
Oh yeah.
Stuff's been happening. Wild magic, all these weird summoned creatures. This, however, when you see this creature appear, bears all of the distinctive hallmarks of a summoned creature spell. There is a caster somewhere, like casting spells. You're looking around, you don't know where that is immediately, but you know that there is somebody nearby actively casting spells.
Marcus.
Marcus has come to kill you all.
Is it?
Oh God.
Is it Mordarin? Is there a wizard tiefling summoning?
You don't
shit?
know, but you. Those are the dangers as they present themselves. It is now your turn.
Alright.
There's this three-headed dog all up in your business.
Okay.
What do you do?
How close is everyone essentially to me right now?
To you.
I'm right next to you.
Yeah, Alex is pretty close to you. These guys are maybe 30 feet away. They've gone and they've got this
Right.
dwarf woman tackled.
What about
you see
the
that
two shooters? How
the
far
two
away
shooters, they're pretty close to you. They're 15 feet away.
Alright.
The crowd sort of dispersed around them, and they're just standing there,
All right.
pretty close.
And all right. So oh, good. So everyone should be close enough. All right. I'm gonna take a 5-foot step back.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull out a little jar of molasses. And I'm gonna say, "You sons of bitches!" Throw it on the ground. I'm gonna cast slow on all the baddies.
Slow.
So they all need to make a will save.
down. What kind of save? I always forget.
Mm-hmm. It's a will save.
Will save.
Yeah, will save.
Game Master's Vault says, "Hola, nerds."
Hola.
It's good to see you.
Hola. We're nerds. Huge
What's
nerds.
The doggy. We had a doggy fails. He
Oh.
gets to slow down immediately.
Good.
Shooter number 1. No, 19 on the die is going to do it. So shooter number 1, the one that shot you,
Yeah.
passes the save.
All right.
The woman right next to him fails.
Good.
Starts slowing down. The one that shot Quigley, that cat folk, 20 on the die. That is a pass.
All right.
And then the dwarf who is burning alive.
And Frank too.
And Frank too. The dwarf.
I can get up to
The
6.
dwarf has a total of 20.
Yeah, barely.
Dirty 20 passes.
Just doesn't-
And then Frank's vengeance.
Frank.
Frank's probably got the best chance of this.
Look, he's up on the wall.
Frank.
It's right up there.
The red birthday.
But even though he had the best chance, he still fails with a
Good.
total of 13.
Good. So yeah, the ones that fail, they're staggered. They can only do the 1 move action or standing action. No full
Yeah.
round attacks. They take -1 on attack rolls, AC, and reflex saves.
Let's see, I've got the...
That's great for the doggy. I
Yeah.
only 1 bite for you, you son of a bitch.
Oh my goodness.
Doggy is slowed, and then that was Castriel's turn, so what about Alex?
Since the dog is slowed, I'm going to run to the woman who shot me because she's slowed.
Yep.
Attack her.
Okay.
Here we go. 16 plus 11.
16 plus 11 is going to go, that's definitely going to do it.
Alright. 3 plus 1 is 4 points of damage.
Huh?
4 points of damage.
4 points of damage is no good.
I know, I can't do much.
Should have come around. Should have got her from the back.
Alright,
Shouldn't have.
that is going to take us to Krag
Nowhere to
next.
hide right now.
So the first thing that happens is
Nowhere to
bleed
hide.
damage ticks.
Yeah. What do we got?
So D6 points of bleed.
So, you're saying it's 6 points of bleed.
I'm saying 1d6. Roll a d6
Oh, I roll a
and bleed
d6.
that much.
Understood. 2.
Yeah. 2, so you take 2 points of bleed damage
And I roll this every time, or it's always gonna be
every
2?
time until you get it healed.
Okay.
Or you die.
Cool. So heal or die. Lyra? So, I didn't want to do this.
Yeah.
I just wanted to, like, tackle and shackle.
Right.
And figure out what the hell's happening. And she's
Sure.
burning alive.
She is.
So, I didn't want to burn her. You got to grab her. And I let go of her. So I tell him to grab her
Oh,
and
sure,
let
yeah,
go
you
of
tell
her.
and let go of her. Alright, letting go is a free action.
Can I try it? I feel like I'm a police officer. Like I'd always have the shackles. Could I try to shackle, or I'd have to be holding her still?
Yeah, you can't just shackle somebody who's actively trying to like kill you with a knife.
Yeah.
You do have Frank. Frank's vengeance.
where is he? Oh, he's right
literally
there.
attacking you. Yeah.
Oh, I turn and clobber him.
Okay.
A mighty powerful power swing at. What the? Well, I guess dirty 20.
Dirty 20 is enough.
Oh, good.
Yeah. He's looking a little slower
Go
than normal.
back to hell, Frank. I don't even know him. I don't even know. I don't even know
So
you.
bad.
Michael Jordan, back to hell. Back to hell with you. I don't even know you. Michael Jordan points of damage.
Alright. You notice that he's a little resistant to damage, but most of that goes through.
Huh. And I think about the weapons I'm holding. And all the weapons I have in my inventory. Cold iron,
All right.
silver.
It was a free action to let go, so you can make your second attack still. If you
Oh,
wanted
hell
to.
yeah. Die, Frank, die, go back. Back. That's 21.
21 is a hit.
Yeah,
Do it
maybe
again.
this'll-
Do it again, Krag.
Over here.
Yeah.
Ooh, 30 points of
Ooh.
damage.
Whoa.
That is significant. You nearly decimate Frank's vengeance, but he still remains strongly tied to the material plane for just a moment more, hoping to strike you down. Quigley, are you gonna exhale?
I have to say things. Is the
Oh
problem.
no!
So I'll say I'm so sorry about this, but I have to. And I had just held out my shield to try and protect Sir
Right.
Krag, and so I just opened up my hand a little bit and touch him. As a move action.
Okay. So the first thing that actually I want everybody to do, because you unleash this cloud, this noxious cloud, so I want you and you to go ahead and make us that save, that fortitude save. I gotta make
they
one
see.
for both
You
Frank's
and I are
vengeance
well,
and
we're not
for
really.
the
We're
force.
not close to each other.
21. You said 20 passes, right?
20 passes.
Yeah, it didn't pass. Didn't pass, Jim. 14
So you are
doesn't do it.
sickened. You are
Got the fart
sickened.
mouth.
The
Cool.
dwarf is sickened.
Is
and
that one?
Frank?
-1. Quigley
Frank is
-2.
not sickened.
I gotcha.
And you gain 6 points of healing. I rolled max damage or max healing on the lay on hands, and that bleed
Yeah,
damage is
the bleed
gone.
damage will stop. Okay.
And now I turn to Frank and I go, I think I've told you this once, but Sir Gerald would not approve of you. And I enact my bastion of good and strike once against him.
Is it a move action to lay on
It is
hands?
a swift action to
I know
bastion
it's
of good.
a.
It's a move action to do. Oh, no,
You
it's a
laid on
stand-
hand. Yeah, I know it's faster to do it on yourself, but when you do it to other people, I'm pretty sure
It's a move
standard
action on me. It's a standard action
Yeah.
on him.
So-
You're right. I thought it was a move and a swift.
Right.
But no. So that's my turn. Yep.
Okay. So now, for those of you who are in this cloud, Quigley's cloud persists, and if you stay in the cloud every round, you have to continue making those saves. And if you're already sickened and you fail a save, you become nauseated. So it's
bad.
gonna be bad if you start failing saves. So Quigley does his thing, and now it is time for me to do my thing. Our friendly gunslingers are gonna take a turn. They're gonna start reloading. One guy, the guy who's not slowed, is able to reload and fire, but just one shot, and he's gonna go ahead. He sees you're the caster. He's got to take out the caster.
Does she get to attack the other one because it's loaded
The
up?
other one is slowed. Reloading does provoke an attack opportunity. So,
Hit it.
yeah.
Or don't.
You got a reroll? You got 2 rerolls?
You got 2 rerolls.
But do I use it now or do I wait for the
It's up
You
to
got
you,
2
Krag.
rerolls!
Fine! Oh my god.
Yeah!
12 plus 11.
Yeah. that'll
Michael Jordan!
Marcus, we've taken care of all of those. Thank you.
That girl, that place is continuing the gift sub they got from Jay Womack.
That's awesome.
Do I get my 3 attacks or just the 1?
Just one. This is an attack opportunity.
I'm just asking.
3
points.
3 points. All right.
I need
Boom!
to
You
go
cut her
hide.
and she reloads very slowly.
God damn it. I need to hide.
The one guy reloads and fires, but just the one time. He's going to fire at Castriel. Trying to get that caster off the field, but probably misses with a 13 touch.
Nope, misses.
That's going to miss you wildly. Frank. whose vengeance is strong. Go ahead and take an attack it quickly. So why not?
Yeah.
That's what we gotta do.
Yeah.
That's how we gotta do is kill.
Gotta
quick.
hit me with a natural 20, by the way.
You don't know what my bonuses are.
Look at
have no
that
idea.
arrogance.
Smug.
Smug.
Smug. Jim.
I'm gonna guess a 26 isn't. 26
No.
isn't good, so. It's this moment when you look at it like that. That's why I start throwing out incorporeal creatures just nonstop. It's that moment.
36 would have gotten me.
Yeah. So that was Frank's vengeance. Can't do much this round. The doggy can take a bite. It's gonna step forward and bite one time because then
So
it's moving so
slow.
slowly.
So slow.
It's a 3 on the die, so that's
No,
good against
good.
you.
So slow.
Everybody else is slowed down. The dwarf
I really
is
like that, yeah.
gonna try to run. She's almost dead. She's just
The
gonna
dwarf?
start booking it through the crowd. But as she does, you see, you've suddenly noticed that not everyone has turned their attention to you guys. There is another fight occurring.
What?
Yeah, you see these two figures in the distance, and there are a couple more of these gun-toting would-be assassins, and there's this fight going. You see like the flash of magic, and as the dwarf runs, one of these guys, this human, turns with this really nice-looking crossbow, swings it around, and just almost instinctively fires this bolt forward, and catches the dwarf as she's trying to run, and she takes a bolt in the cheek and just stumbles forward and falls down. Which will take
What's his
us
face?
to Castriel's turn.
Castriel. First, Aunt Coco donated $35 super buff and shield of faith to Sir Krag over there.
Hey.
Oh, thank you.
Alright, so I got puppy up in my face here.
Yeah, you got a puppy up in your
It's
face.
a nasty puppy.
There's also one non-slowed, gun-toting dude nearby.
Alright. Alright, so Puppy's right close to me. How big is Puppy? Is he large?
It's a medium-sized creature.
Medium-sized creature, alright. Alright. I'm going to... I'll do that? Yeah. I'm going to hold back,
Okay.
and I'm going to punch this thing in the face.
Yeah.
I'm going to use Force Punch.
Force punch. Force punch.
Jedi?
Okay.
Yeah. So I have to make a successful melee hit attack
Okay.
onto it.
Bless you.
Successful melee
Oh,
strike.
goodness.
See if it works. That's 20!
Yeah, that's.
Oh!
Oh,
That
alright,
works.
it takes 1d4 points of force damage per level, so that's 9d4.
Holy crap!
Here, I've got a log right here.
Me too.
1,
I guess Castriel's the leader.
5 right now, I need 4 more.
3.
Well, Quigley's got
There
you.
you go.
Oh, thank you. And calls as a target to be pushed away from you straight in a line up to 5 feet for 2 caster levels.
Okay.
So
All
I
right.
can knock him back at least 20 feet.
Sure.
Oh my god. There's a lot of
small.
twos, yeah. 1. It's okay. It's still a lot.
17 points of damage.
Points of damage.
Boom!
That's a critical hit, so that's doubled.
Yes!
So it becomes 34 points of damage.
Owie.
And that was with my left hand too.
Boom!
Boom!
The
So you
weekend?
come around and,
That's the
this
weak hand.
Poor doggy.
huge glowing nimbus of energy, and the dog is like leaping right for you, and you connect, bam, right in its snout, and it goes blasting backwards 20 feet, slamming into the one guy as he's trying to reload his gun. They both go down in like this heap as the dog is trying to like right itself and get back on its feet.
And as that happens, I look at Krag and I go,
Later.
It is Alex's turn.
I will attack.
All right, go ahead. Now you can make your 3 attacks if you'd like.
Yep. First one, 4 plus 9. Nope.
13,
Second one, 8 plus 9.
17.
17.
And last one is 17 plus 4.
21.
21 is a hit.
My last attack was plus. That would be back to my short sword.
Scott the
for
News.
6 points.
6 points of damage.
Scott the News, Bit Boss Battle Box. Give me a reroll. Scott the News out.
Nice.
Thanks. Yeah.
You stab. You're just stabbing. Not able to get those perfect angles
No,
like
I
you
need
want,
to-
but you're wearing them down. Definitely wearing them down.
That's all right.
Go to the top of the next round with Krag in the lead. You see this dwarf that you were like, you're like, but then you're covered in this noxious, nasty gas that comes out of Quigley's mouth. It sickens you. And now you know that if you stay in this cloud, you're going to have to continue rolling fortitude saves.
Do I know this?
Oh, come
Well, I mean,
on.
it's
It's like the
certainly-
maggots. Go out there. Get out of it.
Well, I'm coughing and I didn't want to kill her. And I see. Can I look? Do I see
Sure.
who shot that?
Yeah.
Can
Okay,
we?
Yeah.
Can I I want to sense motive on this
Yeah,
person
sure, go ahead.
to see
I hope
what.
it's Flynn.
You hope it's Flynn.
Yeah.
Is that my?
Flynn from the Underdark? From the Darklands?
This is distinct. This is a human. This is not a
14.
14.
Sniff it,
Yeah,
sniff
I
it.
mean, they seem to be
It's not
fighting, like, they're not wielding guns, which and they seem to be fighting people who are, which you've never seen these guys before. There's 2 of them over there. There's a very tall, slender elf who seems to be using spells and a sword, and then this guy with the crossbow just keeps reloading and unloading into people all around. They both seem very competent and skilled. Not easy to tell exactly which side they're on, except that they're at least
Helping.
Not aiming at me.
they're not aiming at you. Yeah, that's for certain.
Well, how far?
Across the plaza, so like 60, 70 feet away.
So. Can I reactivate flight charge for one of the ones that's fighting? Like, how far are the gun guys from them?
I mean, it's all pretty tightly packed.
I want to get in there
Yeah.
and see. I'm going to aid them. Like, this is kind of like I'm going for a charge attack, charge power fly attack on
Okay.
a gun guy
Sure.
against them and see what this does.
Sure.
This gets me out of the cloud.
I see this start to happen. I go, don't you get to attack?
17. Plus-
Actually, it would provoke an attack of opportunity
Okay.
from my vengeance. My
Screw it, I don't
vengeance.
even know this guy.
28.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it
Oh,
gets
yeah,
ya?
he gets
All
a-
right. You take 7 points of damage from the hit
3 points of damage.
and 4 points of damage of bleed. 4 bleed.
Wait,
Is that halved?
why do I
part of
take
it.
3
For
points?
this exact
Why am I
moment,
taking
yeah.
3
Because I
points of
bashed
damage?
into good him.
You take half
Oh.
damage around Quigley because he took a ridiculous ability that I hate.
So,
more
and then
than
4
anything else in
bleed, you
this
said?
game.
You said 4 bleed?
4 bleed, yeah.
Does that get halved?
Yeah, I
as
think it would
well?
get halved, but
Alright, so
when he
2.
moves away, like once he's out of radius of it, it will no longer continue to be halved.
Okay.
Like subsequent
Okay,
bleed
fair
will just
enough.
bleed.
So, 19 to hit.
19 is a hit.
Ooh, I'm gonna see what this does. This could be good or bad. Ugh. That's a Michael Jordan. On
Yeah,
this
I mean,
guy.
you just come in and just crush. You cave this person's rib cage in, and they go flying back.
And
on
then I
the
look at
ground.
the crossbow guy and I'm like,
Yeah,
that's my.
he's like.
Yeah!
Oh my god.
Have a bonding moment.
Scott the News
he
says
seems
Sir
super
Jonathan to the
excited about
rescue.
this. What's that?
Scott the News says Sir Jonathan to the rescue.
It is now Quigley's turn.
I stopped his bleed damage, and now he just leaves and gets
He just
bled again.
leaves.
Well, you're burping up your nasty food that you ate.
I'm looking at Frank's vengeance, and I'm just going. And I'll take 3 strikes.
Okay, if you're gonna stay in that cloud, you gotta make another fortitude save.
Passed it.
Okay,
All
not
right.
sickened.
All right. So 16 not gonna hit. But I got an 18 on my shield bash. 18 on the die.
Okay.
So that's 29.
29 hits.
I believe that hits for 4 points of
Okay,
damage.
for 0 points of damage.
Okay, but he's stumbling bash, so he takes a -2 to his AC.
If he doesn't take any damage from it,
Yeah,
if it
no,
just
it-
comes completely absorbed by the damage
I'm
reduction,
pretty sure
I'd say it has no effect whatsoever.
Creatures
It's
hit with shield,
worthless.
-2 to AC till end of my next turn.
And it just feels like he wouldn't really.
I feel
What's
like
your third attack?
It's not very good. It's a 14, but he does
Yeah,
have
14.
-2 to his AC. So he's down. That AC is down. Wait,
Maybe.
this is that's actually not true because no, you're all right. Everything is exactly as I said it was.
Okay, sounds good, Quigley. I'm gonna go ahead and take my turn, which is to strike at Quigley with Frank's Vengeance. Ooh, this may have done it with a 35.
That one got me.
Yeah.
Got him.
Crap.
Hey,
Might
Jim,
have done that one.
barely.
I know it's barely. I know it's close.
Bane of Quigley.
That is going to be 12 points of piercing,
Okay.
and you're going to be bleeding 2 points of bleed, and you are bleeding. Let's see. Doggy's going to get up, which is a move action, so that's all I can do. Just stands up. The guy that it knocked over gets up and reloads, but that's his whole action. The woman next to you had reloaded last time you attacked her, so she just steps back, levels the gun, pulls the trigger.
It's against touch, yes?
Against touch AC, that is going to be 18.
Yep.
All right. 4 points of damage as the bullet
your
catches
tiny
you in the
bullets.
shoulder.
Did Frank's Vengeance make another save
Let's
against
see
the
if Frank's
sickened
Vengeance
condition?
actually gonna save
Because
against
then-
sickened condition. Yeah, he passes
Okay.
easily. And
He laughs at
then
your-
the other slowed gunslinger who was gonna shoot at Krag, but Krag flies away, so just like, well,
I'm in a
Just
fog,
blast
so
quickly.
concealment.
that's not how that works at all. Against your touch AC, yeah, it's gonna be 14 against your touch AC.
Yeah.
That's gonna be nice. 10 points of damage.
Cool.
And I believe that's all I can do for this round. Again, the fighting continued where you are. This one guy, he's got this rapier, and he stabs his rapier through one of these gunslingers' bellies, and then with his other hand, glowing with crackling electricity, just grabs the blade, and it channels through the blade and makes this guy explode in a shower of sparks and gore. This guy, this other stranger with the crossbow just clink, clink, hits the first guy in the chest. He doesn't go down, so he's just like, well, screw this. Loads again, and like super fast, just reloads and fires a second shot, catches the guy right in the throat, and he goes down.
It's a good thing you're
They're
there.
not aiming at me.
No, they're not aiming at you. No, not at all. Not
It's
at
a good
all.
thing you're there, though.
And that will take us to Castriel's turn.
Right, I'm going full round attack at Puppy. And
Okay.
then I'm gonna spend an arcane pull point and take 3 shots at it. First one is a 23.
23 hits.
Good, that's going to be 10 points of damage.
10
Second
points.
one is probably going to miss with a 17.
17 does miss.
Does miss. And
No,
then
I'm sorry. Slowed. He actually hits.
Oh, yeah!
Because it's
Good,
slow.
that's another
Yeah.
10 points of damage.
All right.
And then the last one is going to be a 23 to hit.
Yep.
Michael
That's a
Jordan,
hit.
two Michael
And
Jordans.
23, and that's 8 more points.
8 more.
So a total of
points.
28 points of damage. Fwah, fwah, fwah. 1 arrow for each doggy head.
I'm hearing
Yep.
this.
Yep. This nasty, snarling, slavering beast just starts getting peppered with arrows. It can barely move fast enough to react. That slow spell, man. Killer slow spell.
And it's still up though?
He's still up. He's a tough old beast.
It lets out the yips, like when dogs get hit. The 3, there's like,
Kinda. It's a really weird, like, almost otherworldly sound, though. Like, this is not a dog. Like, when I say 3-headed dog, it's definitely, like, a monstrous, demonic creature. And that will take us to...
And slow is for 9 rounds. 'cause
Right,
it's-
I know that, yeah, I know that. That's still going.
There's a lot of rounds.
Yeah.
It is your turn.
All right. Attack number 1. 14 plus 9.
That'll do it.
Michael Jordan.
7 plus 9.
16.
And that last one does not hit, so...
The first one's going to be a hit.
6 plus 2, 7.
7 points
6
of
plus
damage.
2, 8.
Shut up.
8 points of damage.
Nope.
And you drop her with a slash across to her side. She's bleeding out of all these wounds that you've given her, and she just succumbs finally, falls over dead.
Do I have a move action?
No, you've
That
because
is
you
my move.
attacked 3 times.
Got
Yeah.
it. Okay.
So that'll take us to Krag's round.
I get a kill. It's been a long time. Here we go.
Fighting alongside these guys, these strangers, who seem
I
to
go,
be quite competent and skilled. in
Yeah!
battle.
Turn back to see what's happening.
Yeah. Turn back. It looks like your friends are still engaged. They're holding.
To
her-
who?
You
They're
turn
getting
back and
married?
you see this
They're getting.
weird, like devil dog just get blasted with 3 arrows, quick as lightning. It looks like their enemies are really trying to just sort of regroup and right themselves. They've taken a beating.
Oh, man. That dog looks bad, though.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna fly over and then just pulverize another.
rush just.
Yeah, I'm fly. So I fly. Do I have to do a fly check to turn and
Yeah, let's
fly?
do that because it's kind of like near another creature. So. Yeah.
11.
11 isn't gonna quite do it. You can double move over there, but you can't also make that attack. You don't. You take this wide arc and it throws you all off. You get up there, but then your charge is all
I
messed
really
up.
need to practice and get
Yeah,
better at
practice
flying.
flying.
Why don't you
Yeah,
ask
practice.
Lyra? You guys can
Quick.
have like a date.
Alex, please come and help me with this thing. And I will. I'll try to not be sickened by
Okay.
it. And I am sickened.
You are now sickened. Yay!
Yay! Oh yeah. I'll take that.
I'm still,
Frank
I'm
needed
still
to?
sickened.
Um.
how much?
Frank's
Oh, how
vengeance.
much I bleed for, Jim?
Oh yeah, you are taking bleed damage.
Yeah.
That is gonna be 5 points of bleed damage this time.
I'll take a
Oh.
swift action to heal myself for 1 point. Of
All right,
damage,
so you
but it
won't bleed
stops
because of
that
that.
bleed. Thank goodness. And then full round attack action.
Full round attack action
Bad
against
boy.
Frank's
Minus 2
vengeance.
to his AC.
Minus 2 to your
Frank's
attacks.
vengeance.
Quigley.
Alright. I think a good portion of them hit here. First attack is a 19.
19 is a hit.
Okay. 7 points of damage on that one. The next strike is a 17.
17 is a miss.
Alright. And now that minus 2 to AC is gone from Stumbling Dash. And this next one is a 19.
19 hits.
Alright, and that is 15 points of damage.
Oh, okay. Good. That's a big jump in damage,
Wow.
and Frank's vengeance.
Oh, I'm sorry. Minus 2 from all of those.
It doesn't affect your damage. I thought it was
Yeah,
just
it does.
attack. Oh, it does?
Penalty on all
Okay.
attack rolls, weapon damage rolls, saving throws, skill checks, and ability checks.
All right. Well,
You missed.
the last hit, the first hit actually would have dealt no damage then, but the last hit is sufficient, even with the penalty to damage
Yay.
and with the damage reduction that Frank's vengeance has.
Goodbye,
you
Frank.
stab him right through the chest, and he just dissolves into these motes of red anger,
What, do you say happy birthday?
disappearing from this world forever.
I don't remember it.
Was
so-
it his birthday? Oh man.
Happy birthday in hell.
Goodbye, Frank. Goodbye.
Bye, Frank. Good seeing you again.
Funny.
Sorry about your family.
Brian Summers says, frankly, Krag should be the last person to criticize someone about their bodily functions.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't know.
And when you're talking about his bleh
Oh.
and your poop.
Gary and Wolf 12 says, evening all, just got home from work.
Hello.
Like
there.
Gary and
What's
Wolf.
up?
Welcome.
And that girl at that place 14 says, Krag hugs the dog. Peter fines him for cruelty to animals after
Oh
giving
my
third degree
God.
birth. Really, I just wanted to hug him, I swear!
Castriel,
Mhm.
you are standing there, and Krag swoops in, bashes this creature, and then you see Alex drop the person that she's fighting, and then all of a sudden, there is this massive explosion nearby. And I need Krag, Alex, and Castriel to roll reflex saves.
Man, what's happening?
It's the caster. You haven't gotten caster yet.
Oh, shit.
Sweet. Thank you, die. 18 plus 14. 18 plus 12.
All right. So with your evasion, you're gonna take no damage from this.
That's going to be a 16.
16 is a fail.
7 passes though, right?
Okay, so I'm dealing damage to Castriel and Krag. So you're taking full damage from this as a fireball explodes in your midst.
Good.
Oh!
That is going to be 10.
Can you track where it came from, though?
Hold on. Hold your horses. That is 20 points of total damage. You have failed your saves, so you're both going to take that full amount. And
Full 20?
The full 20. And now it is your turn, Castriel.
It's my turn.
Oh wait, sorry, no. The whole rest of the bad guys have to go. I'm gonna try to bite Krag with the doggy. Where'd my dog go?
Am I by the doggy?
Yeah, you attacked. You just literally just tried to bash it.
No, I did. I tried to bash a
You double moved
gunslinger.
up there.
Yeah, you double moved up to it.
To gunslinger.
Well, they were both in the same area because that was the one that he pushed the dog into it, and then he stood. So like they're both in the same area. Either way, you're getting bit.
I quit.
No!
Here comes the bite.
He only gets one bite, though.
I know, he only gets one day.
So you're
He's
fine.
slow forever.
He was talking to
I
Krag,
was
not to
talking
you, Jim Jam.
That is going to be a miss. A horrible miss. The one guy is going to step back away from you. He's not going to make the mistake of trying to reload his gun in your face. He's just very quickly going to reload and
Wise
then
guy.
try to
Wise
shoot.
guy,
Against touch AC 14.
Sickin puts my AC down by 2.
I don't think so.
No.
No? Then no.
No.
Oh, so it fires, but because you're flying around like a madman,
Yeah!
it actually the bullet misses.
Ha
The one woman's dead. The cat folk is gonna take his whole turn to reload because he fired last time and he's slow, which I hate. Frank's gone forever, so I can't use anything from him. That means it is Castriel's turn.
Can I make a perception
Yeah,
check,
try
see
to
if
make
I
a
saw where that
Oh, I was gonna
fireball
do
came
that.
from? No, 11.
I'm
You have no. You just see this explosion happen, and you're just disoriented. You can't tell where it came
Yeah,
from.
I just scream, there's a caster out there somewhere! And, shit. I'm gonna reach into my pouch and I'm gonna drink a cure moderate.
Sure, yeah. Got some moderate wounds.
And they were, it's 2d8s plus 5 because it's a Cadwell, right?
If it's a Cadwell, it's plus 10.
10.
Plus 10.
Yeah.
Cadwell
That's why I
special.
want to go shopping.
Yeah, we were just trying to get some potions.
Yeah, we were just trying to shop, Jim. You ruined it. You ruined the shopping episode.
You
for
ruined the
everyone.
shopping episode with all of your combat and actions. Oh.
Alright, that's my turn.
Alright, that is your turn, Alex.
I'm feeling a lot better.
I am looking through the crowd to see who looks the most
Sure.
suspicious like a caster.
Sure.
The one person that's
Reroll! Oh my god. Okay. 13 plus 13.
26. Looking around, what you can tell, you don't know where that came from, but you know it's nobody down in the market. You don't see any, like, people have cleared out,
I
like...
start looking up in buildings.
Sure, yeah, but I'm just saying...
Okay,
with
for
that,
next
with
round.
that
You know
check,
what?
Shooter.
that's what you know, yeah.
Can I run?
Where do you want to run to?
Cover. Anywhere there's cover. I
Yeah,
can
sure, you
hide
can try to
somewhere.
take cover. If you take cover, that's going to give you an additional +2 to any reflex saves you make.
Okay.
In addition, it'll give you a
I
bonus to your
take
armor
cover
class. Sure.
to the right. Just
Sure, yeah, you
towards
just
the
go,
right.
you find a stall that has now been abandoned because
Yes.
people are like fleeing and screaming, so you just dive behind there and you're looking around trying to find out where those fireballs
Yeah.
are coming from. That'll take us to Krag's turn. You've got a gunslinger and a dog right next to you. What do you do? 3-headed dog. A devil dog.
The gunslinger stepped 5 feet away from
He
me.
did,
right?
that's correct. That's true.
This is dumb, but I'm flying towards him. I feel most threatened by those stupid boomsticks.
I gotcha, I understand. They're very
I
threatening.
feel where did I?
He's only 5 feet away, so it's just a 5-foot step.
You threw
Oh,
in
the
the
fuck-
toilet.
Oh, it's in a toilet. Yeah, screw you. You're in a toilet. So 5 foot fly is that? Can I 5
You
foot
can
fly?
just like let your feet touch the ground and
No!
take a 5-foot step. Then you can't take a 5-foot step.
Then I'm flying forward. I want the dog
Okay,
to bite
you know
me in
what?
the
Then
ass.
then it's a move action, and I'm going to take an attack
I'm
opportunity because you
flying
refuse to
forward.
let your feet
Don't
I
touch
am
the ground.
flying
Damage.
forward.
Yeah, and you're going to take bleed damage.
Yeah, +3 also.
Good.
Yeah, +3. for what
3
he said.
points of bleed.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Good. I'm going to
Good.
bite you. I hope I get you.
What else? Yeah. Bring it.
23 against your AC.
Michael Jordan.
No.
Fine.
Matt Bakerfield is what gets it.
Who the hell's that? Thanks.
Just literally walk one time and then fly again. It doesn't matter.
No, because then I can't fly again today.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't.
That's not how it works.
3 activations per day is all I get.
Just because you touch the ground doesn't mean that the spell is necessarily deactivated.
Well, gosh darn it, Jim.
Craig doesn't know magic right now. It's okay.
I don't know. I don't even know what I'm wearing.
A loincloth.
Did you hit the guy?
That big field to hit.
Yeah, you hit him.
Did you take your -2 for sickened?
22 to hit. Oh, I hate all of you so much.
Don't hate me.
And
Why
now
me?
my damage is down by 2 as well.
Yes.
That's right.
27
You
die.
still
Just
managed
die.
to kill the guy in one
Just
stroke.
red mist.
And he is dead. Quigley.
There's a gunslinger that's...
Yeah, there's a cat folk who's
Boom!
gonna fire in.
So I'm going to try and hold my breath to not
Okay.
spread. Well, no, I guess it doesn't matter. I'll just
No, because
run
if you
over.
fail a save while sickened, you become nauseated.
But if I'm holding my breath, it doesn't.
When you get over there, you'll exhale a cloud of. You'll be in a cloud again.
Right. So it doesn't matter, because if I fail it, I'll be nauseated even if I'm holding my breath.
Yes, if you fail.
No matter which way I go, if I
Right,
fail
that's
again,
true.
I will be
That's
nauseated.
true, yeah.
So it makes sense that I'll just run over there and go.
Make your save.
All over him. 16 on the die.
Okay, so you're not nauseated. That's
And
good.
I'll make my charge attack against him. 11 on the die, plus 14 minus 2 plus 2 for the charge. So, I had a damage rolled and I forgot what number it was.
Well, you're gonna have to roll it again. Quigley.
11 points of damage.
11 points of damage.
I'm very sorry about that. I don't usually do that, and I actually feel really bad about
Definitely taken down a huge chunk of his HP, but it is now their turn. The cat folk is going to take a step back and fire at you because he reloaded last turn. Takes a step back. Ooh, may not have actually hit. I don't know. Nope, 13. 13.
Yeah, you have to hit a 12.
It's a 4 on the die. So.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
worries. I got you. Only 4
Ah!
points of damage.
Will you roll a save for him?
Maybe, if I want.
Because if he doesn't, then you win.
He's got an okay fortitude. Yeah, 20 total.
Okay, alright. Alright.
So he steps back, fires the 2 points of damage from the gun.
2?
Yeah.
Lame. Boom.
Sorry, no, 4 points of damage.
4. Alright, that makes
4
more
points of
sense.
damage from the
It's a
gun.
BB gun.
You get
You
blasted.
shot me with a BB gun! Everybody watch out!
The puppy is going to take 1 attack. It just crushes its total, like its capability is based on making 3 bites. You can never do that again. Just going to
You can
take
get
1
tea
little
from this
bite.
thing.
With an 8 on the die is not going to get you with that bite.
Tea.
I don't believe anybody else is a current threat to you,
I'm undercover.
unless
Shit. Unless she sees me.
nothing happens. That'll take us to Castriel's turn.
Thank you.
Can I do try another perception check?
Yeah, sure.
25.
5, you're not quite certain. Again, you're fairly certain nobody on the lower levels. Could be somebody invisible, could be somebody in one of the surrounding buildings. Difficult to tell. You would guess it came from a higher angle, so somebody in one of the buildings. A building somewhere. Not on the ground level.
Alright, so he just killed Gunslinger next to Big Puppy Dog.
Yes, now there's still Big Puppy Dog and
So
there's
just-
still a cat folk.
Puppy Dog and Cat Folk. Quigley's taking care of him. Craggle's over there with him. Alex disappeared. I'm gonna shoot that damn dog.
Alright.
I'm gonna shoot that fucking puppy.
Ooh, that's not nice.
Dirty 20
That
and...
is enough.
Yeah. And then the next one's higher than that.
Okay, 2 hits.
Bang, bang!
9 points of damage.
9 points of damage total.
Yeah. I'm gonna do, because there's a full round attack with it, shooting twice, I'm gonna do another hasted assault. I'm gonna shoot one more time.
Alright, you reach deep within
Oh
yourself.
my god.
Oopsie! That was exciting. Way to go. Way to go. It's under Quigley stuff.
You just threw that at me!
Sure did, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's a 28.
Yeah, that hits.
That's better. Another 7 points of damage, so a total of 16
That
points of damage.
final shot is enough to take it over the edge.
I shot it all in the ass.
Arrows just blink, 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 blink into it, and it just explodes in a burst of spent magic. as your final arrow finds its mark.
Brian Summers says, no animals were harmed during the filming of this episode. None were harmed. They were killed outright.
Alex, it is your turn.
I'm looking.
You're looking.
I'm looking.
Okay.
So, sorry. 10 plus 13, 23.
23. You don't see any sign of anybody. You don't know where they... At this point, too, like, they could have even, like, fired and then moved. Like, if they're in one of the buildings, like, you're trying to think, like, how would I do this? Like, yeah, you would fire from one window, then move to another one and do it again. Like, you're now sort of bracing yourself, realizing, like, if they've repositioned, maybe they didn't do anything last turn, maybe this is when we're going to get hit. You're not quite certain.
I'm going to load up my crossbow while hiding.
Okay, yeah, so you get the crossbow and you load it up. That takes us to Krag's turn. There's one final gunslinger on the field. What do you do?
I touch my feet on the ground and run up to them and smash them in the face.
Are you sure? That's a real... that could
Am I
go
still
terribly.
flying?
The floor is lava.
Die! Yeah, you are red mist, friend. I'm gonna do the math. I'm gonna math it out here just to be happy. 32.
32.
Opposite Michael Jordan. John Michael.
And that is a definite.
Shaquille O'Neal.
That's Shaquille. I love how you know all these numbers.
30. No, I'm still sick. Man, no, I don't even want to say it. 28 points of damage.
It's still enough to kill the guy. Turns him into red mist.
Boom!
Oh.
So you come in with the hammer,
Some
turn him into red
spatters
mist.
on my face.
Gets all over quickly.
Jesus, everyone has bladder issues right now in the
As
chat.
as you down these would-be assassins, you turn towards some commotion and see that there are several more armed figures rushing through the streets toward the plaza. Then, the handsome man with the crossbow and a rakish grin steps up by your side, accompanied by an elf with a rapier in one hand, crackling electricity flowing over the other. We spotted the caster in that building over there. You handle that. Vassam and I will hold off your friends. He points out a 2-story building overlooking the market and then swings the crossbow at the oncoming assassins, while Vassam nimbly darts toward them with a spell and sword at the ready. You don't know who these guys are, but they seem incredibly capable, and you know leaving a caster to fling spells at you into the market is going to get someone killed. Possibly you all, if you don't take care of it. But we will resolve that after everybody empties their bladder, because it isn't time for a break.
I just wanted to buy some potions!
Me too!
That's what I yell.
Maybe next time, Krag. Maybe next time. Get us out of here, Adam.
Yeah! Yeah! Slow work that time. Woo!
Didn't happen.
What do you mean?
Huh?
I didn't play the video.
Wait, hold
Are people still watching us?
on.
Hello.
Jared, we can't go to break without you.
We're not on break yet.
Derek,
No?
come back.
Jared.
We don't know how to go to break. We don't know how to do it. We don't know how to
I mean,
go
one way
to
we do it
break.
is we just
Here's
get up
the
and
video.
leave
Can you
and
just
then come back
hit the
in
one
15
button over there
minutes.
on the little side screen thing?
Oh, here's the... Let's act out the mid-show break.
I thought I told you no.
I made a solemn oath to follow you wherever you go.
Listen, Quilbert. Where we're going is a harsh and desolate land. The men there would gladly tear us limb from limb just for fun.
And I shall be by your side, standing shoulder to shoulder against your enemies, my blade at the ready.
That's cute. Listen, Krag, we really need to talk about what just happened back there. That Dryad was not messing around, and she's far more powerful than you know. We have to go back and beg forgiveness before her curse takes hold.
Curse.
Krag, I'm serious. She's dangerous.
Since Marcus failed to get us to the Windscourge Wastes, I don't have time to frolic around in the forest with dryads.
Listen, I would have time to frolic with that woman all day. And by frolic, of course, I mean... You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you?
No.
Hold it. This is an ambush. Drop your weapons and hand over your gold.
You really do not want to be in my way right now.
It's not supposed to happen, is it?
I don't know. I've never done this before either.
Okay. We need a minute to think about this.
I don't have all day for this.
Well, if you'd stop adding variables to the equation, this would go faster. Thanks. We could fire. Okay, fire a warning shot.
What? You're embarrassing.
Okay, you're not supposed to hit them with a warning shot.
Why not?
You're
I
not.
thought the death of one would be fair warning to the rest.
They're just embarrassing.
I got shot with an arrow. It's one arrow. I got shot with it.
Embarrassing purple in the woods for an ambush. What were you thinking?
This
It's
is a
just
royal
stupid.
color. That was a warning shot. You'd better hand us over your gold.
Can we at least take the women too?
Fine, let's take the women too.
Well, I guess I have no choice but to surrender to these gentlemen.
No.
Holy shit!
Did you see that? I want to have a look. Did you see that?
Very, very unsettling.
Krag's done.
He's staring right into your soul. You know, send over the chipper blonde one.
To Krag! I will end whatever sorcery these scofflaws have placed upon you. Have at thee!
I'm really hoping this is going to be more fun.
I was too.
Marcus, do something!
So is the next group, though.
Glitter blast!
Everyone! You got the
That guy just glitter blast me. Did that hat this
Ernest, your blood pressure, relax.
I don't feel good about any of this at all. I just don't.
Agreed.
Vengeance?
Vengeance.
You really not like purple?
It's just, I'm a ranger. People of the wood.
What does that mean anyway?
We're good at hiding, you know, and woodland colors.
Lord Marcus, what's wrong?
Well, if I had to guess, I'd say it was probably this arrow sticking out of my chest.
Fear not.
No! Quickly, you idiot!
Really? Angie, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. In case I don't make it. It's something I've been thinking about for a while.
Marcus, don't talk like that. I can fix this.
Please, it's important.
What is it?
Can I see your boobs? Please? Maybe just a peek. Please? Is that a no or?
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
No, I meant yes, it's a no.
What? I'm confused. Maybe just take your top off. I think that would be easier. Hey, Alex. So, I was thinking, now that I took an arrow for you, maybe we could move past this whole death thing, huh? It was involuntary, but I did save your life. Marcus to the rescue. You're just mean.
So what's our plan exactly?
I thought it'd be obvious.
Well, so far, all you've told us is that, and I quote, we're going to crush the life out of that scheming old coward.
My plan is very simple. We're going to stride boldly forth and meet the enemy head on.
That doesn't sound like a strategy at all.
Can't be expect to understand these things.
Why? Because I'm a woman or a druid? Funny how despite these pitfalls, I'm not the one who pissed off an ancient spirit of the forest and got cursed.
There's no curse.
Right, and that bit where you got violently ill back there was just coincidence?
Probably some sort of sorcery like Quiborn said. Krag, the first step to overcoming your curse is admitting you have a problem. The next person who mentions a curse is gonna get my foot in their ass. Try it. Are you challenging me?
Appoint me your champion, sir, and I will slay this man for your satisfaction.
You got this kid fighting your battles for you? That's just pathetic. There, see? Cursed. What is it, girl? Has Timmy been attacked by giant monstrous spiders?
Hi there! Oh. Someone was saying something about curses. Oh, where are my manners? Is that yours? Yes. So, who here is cursed?
I'm sorry, are we not concerned about the knife that was just in your chest?
Let's just focus on what's important right now, shall we? So, who's cursed?
That's good, Craig. Now we can begin the healing process.
Who are you?
Oh, my name's Thistle, and I think we're gonna become very good friends.
So, many of you have asked for proof about the box. How big the box has to be to fit everything in. How does this box work that I was wearing on my shoulders for so long? And could I possibly do anything with it? Well, I want you to know that Skyrim agrees with me. There is a tiny little box. Look, I'm going to show you. You see that tiny little box? This is a box within a tent. And look at, it's a big tent. No, it's a normal-sized tent, tiny little box. And what have I put in it? Whatever I want. That's a warhammer fitting in that tiny little box. All right? I've also got a giant axe. I can put more. You want me to put my whole inventory in it? I can do whatever I want with the box!
Hey guys, we're back with more Brick Time with Krag. I'm Krag. Today I wanted to talk with you guys about accessories. Accessories are super important for your minifigure. We'll start with the most important person in the game. Everyone likes to call him Jim Jam. I don't usually call him Jim Jam, I call him Jim. He's God. He's got his hooded sweatshirt and stuff. It looks like he does in the show. Then I also got him this potion bottle. People kind of made fun of it. They said, oh, what does he have? Is it a margarita? I said, no, Jim doesn't have, no, not a margarita. What is that, a martini? Like, oh, what does Jim have, an appletini? No, he doesn't have an appletini. It's a potion bottle. Then, quite quickly. So actually the armor is from Brick Warriors. I thought that looked closest to a chain shirt. But he's got a sword and shield, not Brick Warriors, an axe that's not Brick Warriors either. And then he's got the crazy obsession with the bear traps. He loves these little bear traps. He started out, I think, with 1 bear trap, then he had 2, then he had 3, then he has 6. Now he wants to buy 10. It's ridiculous. He's bumbling around, he puts his bear trap down and backing into it. And it would snap on him and gah! And like, whoa. It'd be pretty good. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for Jim to have his own bear trap hurt him. My favorite character next. There's Marcus, our wizard, he's my favorite. But I think he might have I have the most accessories for him. He loves Maisie's mugs. He says they're delightful. I also got this giant flame. I bought it not knowing that it was this big. It's like as big as him. He also has a staff, because he does have a staff. He doesn't use all of his stuff usually. And we got Alex. Alex is really cool too. I bought her a hidden blade from Brick Warriors as well. I've got a cool Alex head with an eye patch. And I really like the dual-sided heads too. You get to show emotion in the pictures. You got smiling face, and then you got angry face, and then you got smiling face, angry face, smiling face, angry face, smiling face, angry. Face, smiling face, angry face. Who did I forget? Lyra. She's cool because I got her the dual-sided face. So she could be happy Lyra, and then she could be a sad Lyra. And then she has a staff from Brick Warriors.
She's the cleric monk, and since if you remember, she was really obsessed with the Red Mask mercenaries, so I got a Red Mask mercenary mask for her to have, and she also has a key too, because I figured why not. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed seeing all the accessories I have for the party, and make sure to check us out every Friday night at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Dragons and Stuff. You can go to www.facebook.com/dragons and find us there, and hope to see you soon.
Gather your crew and prepare to embark on the journey of a lifetime as you explore the packed worlds of the Starfinder universe, taking on the role of a science fantasy hero customized to fit your playstyle. But danger lurks amongst the stars. Will you fight back with advanced weaponry and cunning tactics? Or will your hero wield the devastating forces that fuse magic and technology together to alter reality? Your crew must come together if you have any hope of victory. In Starfinder, every decision drives the adventure as you build an epic saga with your friends. Bring your story to life in a game where the fate of the worlds rests on the answer to the most important question of all. What do you do? Begin your journey into the Starfinder universe today with the Starfinder Beginner Box, now available at Paizo.com, your local gaming store, and anywhere else adventure can be found.
Hi everybody, we're back. I think, quite possibly. We don't know. We don't have our Jared here with us, and it just makes everything, things don't run as smoothly. When it's not Jared. When it's just somebody else doing it.
Oh look, technical difficulties.
What?
Oh no. Oh, there it goes.
Oh, there it goes? Yeah. That's Adam, everybody. Screwing with us because he doesn't like that I made fun of him. But you know what? Hey, that's life. We are back with the second half of our 26th episode. I noticed a lot of the comments were they very much needed a break, and I'm sorry that the combat ran over. I just needed a nice little breaking point. I hope you're all feeling a lot emptier right now, and we can proceed with just as much fun as we always do. So you guys see these two warriors, one a human male with a crossbow, the other guy, this slender elf with a rapier and spell, and they go off after these other would-be assassins that are coming into the plaza, presumably to take you guys down. Well, they have pointed out that one of the nearby buildings houses the very caster that has been plaguing you for the entire combat. What do you do?
Read
comments? We said it at the exact same time.
We did. That girl that plays Jim, how could you totally screw up shopping and throw an encounter out there? He took it away. He took them all away.
People love
Thanks
the
a lot.
People love the box video that Skyrim proves.
When you say people, like, what is your evidence for people loved the
I think
box?
Wizardons was like, that box is great. He needs one. And then Dark Knight was like, Quigley's the best. He needs that box in real life. And I'm like,
Jim,
yeah. Give me my box
A
back.
beeline for that building.
Beeline for the building. You head in. Yes, you get
Fly
in there.
up.
Oh, you're flying
I'm
up.
flying
But before-
up to wherever I could see where there would be a place where someone's shooting
I mean, there's
things.
lots of windows, so the thing is, there could be any one of them. Make a perception check.
I'm looking.
Flying up. Oh, 17.
17. You see, yeah, you're not quite certain which window to go to. But I mean, you could go up there, like, you want to just start crashing your way through the building.
Well, it sucks that you two are not sitting next to each other to get the perfect timing.
All right.
This is better though because we hit 2 microphones.
Yeah, we spread the wealth
and
out.
really
Are you
anger
making... Oh, yeah,
everyone.
Jared.
I like the little bit of fizz that bubbles up right at the beginning.
Donation from Sarah BC, $125 for wild magic.
Oh no.
And
oh no.
And Alex.
On.
And conjuration
Another
station.
Conjuration station.
Oh boy.
Holy crap, Sarah!
How many windows?
I mean, there's maybe a dozen that you can see.
I'm looking.
Yeah. I started running for the building.
You're starting running into the building? Okay.
As I'm doing that, I want to pull out a little eyelash, put it on my forehead, wink, and turn invisible.
Yeah, you go invisible. You're just hovering there, looking around.
Just gonna fly up there and watching the windows.
Watching the windows, flying around. Castriel goes darting into the
can.
building itself, goes invisible. Alex.
I'm looking from here.
You're looking from where you are. Make a perception check.
Oh. 17.
Yeah, no idea.
What do I have?
No idea. Quiggles.
I'd like to look on the bodies to see if there are any insignias.
Insignias. So you abandon the idea of going after Castriel together, start looking around.
No. It's just like a quick thing.
A quick thing?
Like I want to look and then go.
Okay, no, you don't see anything. With a quick look.
I'll take a long look.
Take a long look. So you abandon the idea of going after the Castriel to look over the bodies. Taking a longer look, you going over to one of the humans, and
that was slick.
Great.
That was pretty
nice.
slick.
Pretty good. You don't see anything at first, but then you pull. You look at the base of the neck, and you pull the shirt down a little bit, and you see that on the shoulder blade is a stylized Sixx.
It's a Sixxers!
And
then I'll run.
Then you run towards the building. That means that it is just old Krag out there and Alex. You will be able to get about halfway to the building by the time it's time to choose your next actions.
The potent breath thing stops, right?
Yes, that is stopped now at this point.
Am I still sickened?
No, you are no longer sickened.
Ooh, I got a reroll.
Oh yeah, from
There's
Sarah
a
BC.
Bitbox battle
There's
boss.
probably Sarah BC with a big donation.
Krag.
Yes.
You're looking around.
Yes.
You don't see anything immediately. People, Quigley's starting to move towards the building. You know Castriel went in there, but he also disappeared, so you have no idea where he is because he's gone invisible. Alex is down on the ground. She's trying to keep an eye out. Neither of you can see any sign of where this caster might be. What do you do?
I want to be outside here flying back and forth.
Okay, still on the lookout, Make a perception check.
This is going to be the one, Jim. This is going to be the one. 27.
27. You don't see anybody. But as you're passing by one of the windows, you hear the sound of a door slamming and then some very rapid footsteps. And you look back. You don't see anybody in there, but you're feeling like
That was the window.
Distinctive, yeah.
Do I have enough fly movement to go to that window? That's
Yeah,
the
you
window
can
I
get-
want.
Yeah, you're like right next to it.
That's the window I want.
Okay.
That window. Whichever number window that is out of
That's
a
the
dozen,
one.
that's the
Yes,
one.
You go there. You're there. You're at the window. You doing anything else?
Can I go in?
It's closed currently, but you can. It's a window.
Smash the window,
Krag.
Jim. I smashed the window.
You smash through the window. Glass goes tinkling down into the building, and I need you to make a. Sorry.
Brian Summers says that guy, he could be with the nines. Turn him right side up.
Good point. That is a good point.
This is a reflex.
Scott Denuso says the cast is only after Castriel, so.
So everyone, ding dong ditch. Bye bye.
Oh, question though, does the sickening still continue?
No. Currently
oh,
not
okay, good.
You got a +3 as well. And a reroll.
17.
17. Okay. There is a tremendous blast of flames as you look. As you're smashing through the window, you see this like little etched symbol in the window frame flashes, and this blast of flames.
I found the window.
Crashing out. You are going to take 15 points of fire damage. But the window is open. Castriel, down below, make a perception check. 14, yeah. You hear some noise coming from somewhere above, but I mean, it's all distorted and muffled, and you have no idea.
Try to be
There are some stairs, there's some doors down here, but there are some stairs that lead up.
I'll start going up the stairs.
Right, you start
quietly.
rushing up the stairs, you get to the second floor. What do you want to do? There's a third floor.
I'll start making my way down the second floor.
Second floor, you're going to start making your way down, and as you do, you see one of the doors come flying open, and somebody pokes their head out and starts running into the sort of the door just opposite the one they just left. Like Scooby-Doo's it into another room.
Shit.
Bearing all the distinctive hallmarks of a wizard ready for battle. Which will take us to Alex and Quigley. We'll do Alex first. You're down below.
Quigley, I saw Quigley run into the building.
Quigley's running to the building right now.
I will run after him.
All right,
I'll
you're
run
going to go after
into the
Quigley?
building, yes.
You could easily outdistance him if you want.
Yes.
Okay, are you going to go into the building?
Yes.
You stop to take a longer look, then you moved and you're slower and whatever.
I'm not slower.
She's faster than you because she's just springing and spriting. Oh,
Boom.
it throws metal die at you, Quigley.
Here you go. Yeah.
Jim,
Yes.
You have to
was
throw
that
it at him.
that was a trap or no?
I don't think it counts. I
Just
don't
to
know.
throw it at
I don't
me.
need. I don't need to
You
throw
can
anything
throw
at
it at me.
I don't need to throw it at you. I don't believe it counts. It's a spell effect, so I don't believe it counts as a trap.
No, this is from North Foundry.
I know it is. I know.
And North
I
Foundry's
love
doing
this.
their
What is North Foundry doing?
North Foundry's doing their huge giveaway.
That's right.
From 30,000 followers or something
Yeah.
like that. And
You
you
gotta
just
go
go follow
following
them
them.
on Instagram.
Follow them on Instagram. They're doing
I mean,
a
it's a-
pirate pack of. It's like a whole boatload of prizes they're giving away.
That's
it's really
so
cool
awesome.
stuff. I mean,
I'm gonna
why
win it.
wouldn't you do it? Why wouldn't you
wanna
just
win
follow
it.
them?
1 in 3,000, 30,000.
Hey, it could be you.
Could be me.
Yeah.
Could be you, could be me.
All right. So the point is, are you going to try to
I'm
keep pace with
holding.
Quigley, or are you going past
Nope,
him?
I'm going past him.
All right. So you go rushing into the building. You get to the bottom of the set of stairs. You see at the very top of the stairs Castriel.
Oh, wouldn't see me. I'm invisible.
Oh, he's invisible, so you don't see anything.
I'm gonna stealthily move up the stairs.
Stealthily is going to reduce your movement speed. No, it's not, because you have fast stealth. You can stealth at your normal speed.
12 plus 17.
All right, so you start making your way carefully up the stairs. Castriel, you don't hear anybody sneaking up behind you, which will take us
And
now
I-
to... What? That's,
Sorry,
I mean,
and
yeah, so-
I would, at this point, well, as I'm walking, I'm gonna draw my weapons instead of my
Weapons
crossbow.
drawn.
Yeah.
Quigs.
As I'm running up, I just realized I'm very injured, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of people are injured. So I'll stow my sword, and I will draw out the wand as
All right.
as I'm going up.
So you stow your sword, you get the wand in hand. You'll wand Cure Light Wounds. Krag. Fire subsides.
I had one more question.
Yes.
This building, is it connected to other buildings? Is it solitary? How many floors
Yeah,
is it?
there's 3 floors. It's sort of like it's a pretty densely packed area, so there's a lot of other buildings around. Yeah.
So, potentially, like, escaping from one building to the next is
It's theoretically
feasible?
possible. Somebody who could, like, if somebody had, like, rooftop access, they could start dashing
Okay.
off roofs. Somebody who could, like, fly like Krag could easily get into, one place. Like,
Right.
Depending on your mode of transportation, yeah. Easily move in and out. Krag.
Did you not hear me? Did you not hear me yell that it was the window? And the big.
I can't fly.
I can't either.
Get out of here, you. I go for some cure anything wounds.
Yeah.
Empty.
Empty.
Slots are empty.
You were here to buy
I
potions.
just wanted a potion!
Me too.
You were here to buy potions.
I get in there, I go for the door.
Okay.
Open it.
You open the door. Reflex save.
Am I next to this door?
No, you are like far. You're down the hall.
Oh, right.
Elite Trooper 348 says, "How do we win prizes this week?"
You got to retweet the special tweet that we're gonna post a link to.
Count as a trap?
No, these are not.
I'm re-rolling.
Yeah, I am +3.
I'm using my +3 and my re-roll. 21.
21. Okay, so you take half damage.
Okay, that's better.
As there is an explosion. This time not fire, but you look and you just catch a glimpse of this rune that flashes as soon as your eyes.
Why didn't
fall
I
on it.
look at the door?
And explodes in a concussive blast of force. And you take half of this. Ooh. 10 plus 15, 17, 19, 25. So you're going to take 12 points of damage as you just get blasted with force energy as the door explodes. You see a door open, or you don't see a door open, but you hear this blast of explosion, and it sounds like it's coming from the side of the hall where you saw the guy leave from. Krag, you are looking now into basically what looks like almost like a living room area, and you see that there is now an open door across from you, and there's a hallway, and there's more doors beyond that.
More door?
Yeah.
There's
There's more door. Yeah. Can't simply walk there. Castriel.
Did when the person went into the other room, did they close the door behind them?
No.
They did not. I'm gonna.
So Alex is
snake. I'm gonna snake my way.
All right. You need. I want you to make a stealth check.
All right.
Just for funsies.
I'm gonna use my reroll.
All right. You get an additional plus 20 because of your invisible.
Yeah, but you rolled pretty bad.
So I got a plus 20 on that.
Plus 20 for being
additional.
invisible.
All right, so that's like a 46.
46. Okay, great. So yeah, you sneak up. You do have to move at half speed, so that'll get you to the door you saw the guy dart into. It looks like you're looking into an apartment type building. You see there. You're looking into like a living room. You look to your right, and there's Krag standing there like dazed. He's like in another. He's in the opposite apartment. It looks like he's like dazed after this explosion.
Looking real
catches
bad,
him.
singed and
Looking
just
real bad.
And I don't see anyone else in that room.
You don't see anybody else in there, but you can't. You don't have a good vantage. Like you could definitely be in there, but there's more. There's like probably 2 or 3 more rooms in there. You're trying to get the layout of the apartment. You don't really know, but so far you sneak up to there, and it is. Then we'll go to Alex. Alex, you're at the top of the stairs.
I'm putting on my arachnid goggles so I can see 360.
Okay.
Just in case.
Yep.
Oh, you had those.
I'm going to drink an invisibility potion.
All right, you become.
I'm going to drink the 3-minute one. I have 2 left.
So I didn't even know that she was behind me to begin with.
You become invisible. Twiggles.
I was really trying to heal my friends.
Oh, they're all invisible
They're
now.
all invisible. So I run up and the leader looks bad.
Well, you get to the top of the stairs with 1 move action, and then you can go down the hallway, and then basically the end of your turn, you look over, you see Krag. Yeah, he's looking super bad.
Yeah.
Krag. Quigley is the first person you've seen in all of this.
And I have a wand, and I'm
He's got
like,
a wand in his hand.
why did you go through an exploding window?
and an exploding door.
I didn't know about that.
As you guys are standing there talking to each other, everybody roll a perception check.
Oh. Can I have my die?
25.
25.
Michael Jordan.
It's a 12 on the die.
I know, I always re-roll them. It's a 12 on the die.
18.
13.
13.
25.
Okay. You guys don't see until it's too late.
What?
Who's all standing at the end of the hallway? I know you are, and you are, right?
Oh yeah, because I'm by that doorway.
No, you just drank a potion and then got your garbage ready, so you're looking down there. and you three, all feel the hairs in the back of your neck begin to stand up on end, and then the air explodes as in a lightning bolt comes lancing from that living room area straight through into the opposite apartment, striking through you, and through
We're all in a line.
Reflex saves for everybody, and then we need to roll initiative.
17?
17 is a fail.
Yeah.
22.
22 is a pass.
24 for initiative, though.
Okay.
21.
21 is a pass. That's half damage for the passes, full damage for the failure. That is Quigley.
Yep.
As a lightning bolt catches all three of you. 10, 15, 21, 23 points of electricity damage. Half of that is 11 for each of you. And now when you look towards the source of this, you see a man has suddenly appeared and begins immediately launching into the casting of another spell, which is why we're going into initiative. Quigley was on 24.
Yep.
Krag, what are we looking at?
9.
9. You are caught completely off guard by this. Castriel.
14.
14, all right, doing somewhat better.
No, sorry, 15.
15, okay, all right. Alex.
22.
Oh, 22 for Alex. That's pretty good.
Oh, shoot. I have wild magic on me.
And you do have wild magic. And a conjuration station is a
I have one more question.
What is that?
And this could be very bad for me. I'm wearing all metal armor.
Yes. You don't take additional damage from that, no. There are certain things where, like, I think there's a lot of, if electricity does a lot of touch attacks or something, they'll get a bonus if you're wearing metal armor, I know that, but it doesn't really do additional.
Did my hammer fall, or it just didn't go in his hand?
It may have, who knows?
Krag, you lost your hammer. Your hammer's
it
gone.
may have fallen.
That's
I think
fine.
it just fell, because it's not back here.
Wait,
I found it.
We've been followed by Justinian.
Thank
9.
Yeah.
Thank you, Justinian.
Welcome, Justinian. Thanks for tuning in.
I already know what I'm doing on my turn.
I know you know what you're doing, but I also need to know what Quigley's doing on his turn. You see this man standing there, launching into the casting of another spell. You see that Krag is he's been blasted by 3 different spells now in quick succession. Like he's just smoking. Looks like he's about to fall down dead.
I have resistance to lightning, so I take 5 less than that.
Well, good for you. He didn't even know you were there.
Oh, I'm a desert child, so I get a resistance to fire, that first fire buff.
I mean, there are a lot of lightning storms in the desert.
So, I'll look at this character.
Yeah.
I'll go, oh.
So
Gerald would not approve of you. And then that's my swift action.
Swift action to not approve, okay.
Not approve. That's my bastion of good.
Mm-hmm.
I will move over there closer.
Okay.
And I will use the wand of cure light wounds to touch myself once.
Okay, you will touch yourself, give yourself cure light wounds, moving closer to this caster. Alex, you see your friends you see Quigley get demolished by a lightning bolt, and then charge into this apartment. And you feel the tingly tingles.
Before I could do anything. 6.
Number 6.
Oh, he had 5.
I know. Now next, Sarah's gonna give one to one of you. It's gonna be 7.
That one was already used. So let's just go to the next one. Weird. This one could be very bad or very good.
No.
You now live in a kill or be killed world. Your only hope is to destroy your enemies before they destroy you. Reduce your armor class to half of its current value. Round down and take a -5 penalty to all saving throws. However, you get a +4 bonus to attack rolls, and you deal 50% more damage through any methods of attack that you use.
Visible. Right now.
Okay, so your sneak attack damage could be...
Yeah, just
Okay,
astronomical.
everyone remember all that math. Okay. Is it possible to sheath my weapons and grab my crossbow. Do I see the guy standing?
No.
You're not
You-
down in the
You're
hallway.
you're basically at the end of this hallway. You look down the hallway. You see there are two, at the very end of the hallway, two open apartment doors on either side of the hallway, and then you see this lightning bolt go lancing between them, catching Quigley, blasting him. You hear Krag yelling out from somewhere down there.
You don't see me.
You don't see Castriel.
And I'm still invisible. Okay, I'll start walking towards.
So you just walk over, you get to the end of the hallway.
Yeah.
You look to the left, you see there's Krag standing there, smoking, like just
Oh, I
looks
see
at
what
the
you're saying.
goods door. And
In
then
the
you look
middle.
to the right, you see Quigley is marching his way towards, he like bings himself with a wand and he's marching over towards this guy who looks like he's deep in the casting
Do I
of
see the
another
guy?
spell. Yeah.
Can I shoot?
Yeah. But Quigley is in your way, he'll have cover.
Can I like jump and shoot?
No.
Yeah, jump shoot. Jump shoot. Jump shoot.
Jump shoot!
Jump, shoot, jump, shoot, jump, shoot, jump, shoot,
I'll
shoot.
start making my way behind him and try
You want
to
to just make your way into the apartment and then
Yeah,
try and
and
find
then
a better
try to
angle?
get- yeah.
Sure. Go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
Plus 20 for invisible.
plus 20?
Mm-hmm. Plus your
Really?
regular. Plus 20 plus your regular
Okay.
stealth.
So stealth is 17 plus 9
26.
plus 20?
46.
46. Okay. Yep.
Whoa.
That will take us to my favorite turn, mine. This guy who's casting a spell sees Quigley is marching right up to him, and he is going to go ahead and unleash 2 searing rays of flame. 2 touch attacks coming in at Quigley.
Yeah. This could.
Touch attack number 1 is a 19 on the
My
dot.
question, am I in between the two of them because I'm invisible?
No, you're still out in the hallway. You hadn't moved into that room.
Right. All right, yeah. Got you.
First one's 19 on the die. Second one hits armor class 15 with touch, so that's gonna get you. That's gonna be 2 scorching rays.
You could kill me.
Shit, don't say that.
Maybe. 6 plus 4 is 10. 11 for the first one.
Okay.
He's trying to heal himself.
I was trying.
No, I said we
And, ooh, that one's bad. That one's worse. It's 10, 15, 17 points for the second.
So he falls unconscious, and
Yeah.
as soon as that happens, he stabilizes.
What happens?
It's like I'm falling to the ground,
Yeah.
and I just, as I'm falling, I go, "Ah," and I touch myself with my one spell of the day, Hero's Defiance, and I use 1 lay on hands to stabilize myself.
I remember that from when Jared was an annoying paladin. Okay, Quigley goes down in a fiery assault. You see this happen. You see 2 bolts of flame come lancing out, striking Quigley. He's overcome by the severe burns that he has sustained. Falls down, but you see this weird flash of golden light around him. Perhaps he'll be okay. Castriel, it is now your turn.
My turn, yeah?
How close am I to the... How close did I make it to him?
I mean, you were pretty close. You could have gotten there and taken a swing this turn for sure.
Balls. Oh, jeez. Damn. So I'm... Okay. But I can see him, right?
Yeah, you can see him.
Okay, I can definitely see him. Okay, good. I am going
He doesn't
to...
have cover anymore. Squiggly's on the ground.
No longer cover. Alright. I want to go up and I'm behind him. Where am I actually with him? Am I behind him? To the side of him?
You're currently... You were out in the hallway. So
Yeah.
you're in front of him.
I'm in front of him.
If you were visible, he'd be looking right at you. But right now, he's actually looking right at Krag because he sees through you.
Alright.
To Krag.
I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna cast Vampiric Touch on him.
Vampiric Touch.
Yeah.
Alright.
See, I have to succeed on a melee touch attack.
Jim Jam,
What's up?
you said the second attack was a 15?
17.
Okay.
Oh shoot, did we forget the conjuration station?
No, it's not
It
at the
happens
end.
at the end.
Sorry,
Right at the end of the
sorry.
round.
That's an 18 on the die.
18 on the die. All right, that's definitely going to get
Yeah,
him.
so 1d6 per 2 caster levels, so that's 4d6 damage to him. And I get some temp hit points. Ooh, yeah, 18 points of damage from a touch, and I get 18 temp hit
You
points.
become visible, suddenly standing right in front of this guy, and he seems momentarily shocked as his life force is just drained through your hand into your body. And you can see his eyes get sunken suddenly, and his hair starts to gray ever so slightly. And you've certainly dealt a very intense blow, which takes us to Krag's turn. What do you do?
So. Oh. I step back, so I'm in the doorway.
Mm-hmm.
I back away, take cover for a second, and go! I rage.
There's so much room over there, too.
And then use renewed vigor.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
And all right, so you basically just get very mad. You feel just a tiny bit better. You guys are really missing Lyra this time.
Can I, and that's all I can do?
Yeah.
Is renewed vigor its standard action?
I don't know. It's your ability. I can look it up real quick.
Can you double check that?
Yeah.
I don't have that written down. Oh, come on. And that's...
Yeah, as a standard action.
You know what that did for me?
1d8 plus your Constitution modifier.
You know what that did for me?
What?
Basically nothing.
For every 4 levels beyond the 4th, the amount healed increases by 1d8. So you can actually do 2d8 at this level.
Oh, I can do 2d8?
Yeah, because it increases.
Oh, get out of here.
Yeah.
I was going to say, that didn't do anything for me.
Well, because you didn't do it right.
Brian Summer
Did a
says,
little bit.
Ben seems determined to get Quigley killed. I think he's just tired of doing the voice. Actually, what I was trying to do was make sure everyone only took half damage around this thing. But I don't think it works if I'm unconscious.
Cannot do it if you're unconscious. You got to be conscious. And now at the end of your turn, we've got the old Conjuration Station pulling up. Toot toot. And Krag, you will be controlling, perhaps, or you will be controlling as the mightiest warrior suddenly appears as if from thin air.
Stop. Stop. What just happened?
Jonathan?
It is none other than
Who? Marcus?
Sir Jonathan the Bold, a champion of heroism, as he appears in a flash of golden light, standing
You should be
ready.
happy I'm not controlling that character because I should make him leave.
Holy crap. Oh my god. This guy's like God mode. Jonathan is God mode. So, I'm in a blind rage against the wall. I'm trying to heal myself, and it didn't really do much. And then I conjure
Jonathan.
Did that amulet went away once I used it, right? It was
No,
a one.
you can use it again and again. Yeah.
That thing, I still have it?
Yeah.
I can use it forever?
Yeah.
Is it like a once a day thing?
Yeah.
What does Jonathan do?
Holy cow. He's like 5 better than everything that Quigley does. I don't even know. He's a holy avenger. He's just like, everything's
God.
this is insane. This is insane. So he appears in the door.
He appears in the doorway next to you.
He's gonna yell.
No, don't. He doesn't speak.
He does.
What does he
His
say,
mouth
Krag?
is sewn
Tell me what he says.
Would he say the same thing as him?
Here's the deal. I'm unconscious.
Full speed.
Happens.
Can he make full speed? Can he charge in
He
there?
can't
and attack?
charge because Castriel is in the way now.
I hate Jonathan!
Wait.
He's gonna save us, you idiot!
Wait.
But you can move up and attack, yes.
Easy move up and attack.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
gonna save us.
Yeah.
Sir Jonathan in chat says, "Fear not, I am here." Maybe you could yell that.
Do it.
Yeah, he looks at you, Krag. He says, "Fear not, Krag. I, Sir Jonathan, will save everyone and defeat your enemies for you."
This is great. I'm missing his weapon.
Where's his
No weapon.
It's the Holy Avenger.
Holy Avenger plus
Oh, the Holy Avenger plus 20. So it's. His weapon is called the Holy Avenger?
Yes. Huge
Then his weapon's called the Holy Avenger! What is it, like a giant?
Oh, it's this beautiful gleaming longsword.
He has a beautiful gleaming longsword that's plus 20. Oh, man.
He's an Avenger!
Oh!
He's Captain America!
Oh, it's not so good, though. 26.
26 is a hit.
Oh, man. Oh, man. This is amazing. This is so much fun.
That's how I felt with Stan.
13.
13
points of
That's it?
damage
from the Holy Avenger.
From the Holy Avenger.
I should have brought my
thought it was
Nintendo
more
Switch.
D8.
Skyrim lets me do whatever I want.
No, it's
all right,
fine.
and there's
Don't
no
play
Jonathan in
Skyrim.
Skyrim.
Plus
Don't play
10, yeah.
There's no
Don't
Jonathan
play
in
Skyrim.
Skyrim. I didn't bring my
Neither of
Skyrim.
us are on camera.
Six.
Go away.
I want to get out of here.
Sorry, I thought you rolled a 6.
That's nonsense. Quigley, you're stable, so we don't have to worry about you. Alex, it is your turn.
Shooting my crossbow.
You are shooting your crossbow. Now you're firing into melee, so you're going to take that -4 penalty, but
And I
you
also
are,
have
that's all right.
-4, but then what?
What's up?
Is this thing evil?
This guy? You can try to smite him, but that's an action. So you
That's
can
an
take
action,
that.
okay. I don't know what all this stuff
It's
means.
a swift action to smite
He
you.
has like all the... He's got like everything you have, but better. This is crazy, Quigley.
So he's essentially Hunter.
No, even like better, though. Like more than just a +1.
Oh, he's better than Hunter. That's true.
You can go ahead and make your attack.
I'm gonna roll.
Did you see his stats?
Oh, 9 plus. 9 plus. Oh my god, hold on. And then I have whatever wild magic's on me.
Yeah, which doesn't do anything to your attack roll. It only does things to your damage.
So 9 plus 11.
It's 20. -4.
No.
16. You become visible, but you've missed. Bolt goes flying through the window, shattering it. And that will take us to his turn.
I reload.
He is going to take a 5-foot step back away from Jonathan, away from Castriel. He is going to level his hands out and just a blast of flames comes fanning out from his hands. I'm going to need the old reflex save from Castriel, reflex save from Jonathan.
I think
That's all I'm able to
Jonathan's
get in
probably
this
got
little
it.
cone.
Is Quigley still in the range of that cone?
No, it would not
Do
be in
I
the
need
range.
to make a reflex?
No, you're not.
21.
21 passes. That's half damage. Now it's based on Jonathan's stats.
I know, but I'm trying to see what his
His saves are
They'd be
listed,
plus
so
5.
there should be saves and there should be there should be 3 numbers between slashes. Reflex is the middle one.
Please roll a natural
12, 14.
Scott Danusa, remember that time Quigley left? Good time.
so 20.
Well, Ferret, need that meme with the sloth at the DMV from that movie? Yeah, I know.
I mean, what did you roll on the die?
Krag votes for Jonathan to be the new Quigley.
I
It's
think
Lucas Martinez.
16.
16.
I rolled an 11.
16 is a pass. So that is going to be 7 points of damage to each of you. I've already done the halving, so just 7 points of fire damage to Jonathan, 7 points of fire damage to Castriel. This guy looks like he's in panic mode, and he knows that the end is coming swiftly. Castriel, it is your turn.
Oh.
Grave on 7. Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. Only
Hey.
Jonathan will sing this slower just to annoy Q.
He stepped back 5 feet, yeah?
Yes, he did.
I'm going to shoot at him twice.
Sure.
Pull off my bow and I'm going to take a crack shot right in his face. First one's a 21.
21 is a hit.
Let's see if I 4 points of damage.
4 points, he's still alive.
Next shot. Ooh, that's probably gonna maybe miss him. 13.
13 is a miss.
13 is a miss. Yeah. Damn. All right.
All right.
It's
me.
Lucas Martinez.
Krag.
He's a level 13 chosen paladin after all. Crossbearer 18. He's always mad when he doesn't get it.
Well, it says his class is champion.
Yeah.
Is that that's better than a paladin, right?
It's Lucas Martinez says, "Can Sir Jonathan heal Quigley, please?
I mean,
Lay
then
on
he
hands."
should heal all of us.
Brian Summer, it's the voice. I'm telling you, doing the voice week after week. It drives me mad. That's why my game ran out. Oh, that's actually a real one.
So it's my turn.
It is your turn.
You're raging too.
I'm raging. I'm just in death kill mode.
Yes.
So I go charging in.
You go rushing in there.
Go rushing in. Do I have to fly over people, or can I get
Yeah,
in
you
there?
wouldn't really have enough maneuver. Like everything's
So I just
really
get in
tight
there and
quarters.
power
You just
attack.
get in there and
Get in there and
smash.
power
You make
attack.
one attack.
Thanks, Doc Knight.
And that's 34.
Yeah, you got him.
Whoa.
And that's 28 points of damage.
And he explodes as the hammer crushes the blood and bone into pulp. He dies.
And Jonathan!
No, heal us
And
first.
before
He
Jonathan
Jonathan, please heal.
disappears, he goes over to the
Yes.
fallen Quigley, reaches down with his hand, and unleashes a
Lay on hands.
soothing beam of light, restoring Quigley to full health. And you open your
Me
eyes
too!
and you
Me
see
three!
Jonathan,
Heal us.
and then he drifts away into the ether.
No.
So we all know that Jonathan's dead now, right?
You didn't even know Jonathan existed. Didn't you get knocked down before that? You had
you
no
didn't even know his
idea.
name?
He had no idea.
I don't know who that was.
There.
I don't know what was
Yeah,
happening.
you have no idea.
Doesn't he just walk away? Wouldn't he just walk?
Who?
Jonathan, wouldn't he? He wouldn't disappear. He would just walk down the stairs.
No, I like
I mean,
his.
you don't know what happened.
I have no idea
I
what
mean,
happened.
the other day, you called on Jonathan's power. He appeared as like a floating ghost. Now he comes to you in this weird magic.
I kind of grab that
happening. Yeah,
amulet.
I mean, you
I'm
know
like,
that
man.
he'll always be there in your hearts to save you.
I'm searching this body. I want to see who this is.
Search in the body. You find, similar to what Quigley found downstairs, there's
It's
a
the same.
tattoo of a Sixx on his shoulder blade. Otherwise, you find... you find some bracers of armor +2. You find 19 gold pieces.
That'd be good for Lyra.
She's braces of armor.
It's really
+3.
all that's interesting
Okay.
on its person.
So the Wild Ferret says Quigley owes his life to Sir Jonathan. Wrong. I owe my life to. Hang on, I'll find it.
Guys, let's go buy some potions.
You feeling all right?
No.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
not feeling good.
I feel like crap too.
This has been a really
Quigley,
bad day.
You look fantastic.
I owe my life to Sebastian, an old man who saved my life in the street. That's who I owe my life to. It's in the book.
And nice to Jonathan. Silent H says best day ever.
And everybody's having a great time.
So his stats across the board were 20.
No, he's.
No, his wisdom was 20. Intelligence 20. Charisma 20.
He had 100 hit points.
That's a
It was just this is
It's beautiful.
Hey,
put this in my I'm gonna put this in here
he's
to
a
always
powerful
remember.
hero.
I do. I have Stan in here and Gary.
God, I wanna find out if these are his real stats.
I'd like to look around.
We're gonna find him.
Sure.
Yeah.
It looks to be an apartment complex that is in the process of being renovated. You find a lot of places in the, a lot of walls have been torn apart, a lot of exposed framing, a lot of unfinished units, aside from the one that you guys have seen from the combat.
I like to look in the walls for some FTCs.
You don't find any FTCs in the walls.
It's in the ceiling.
or in the ceiling.
I treat this like an escape room,
Yeah.
except for I'm not trying to find a key, trying to find that FTC.
Okay, you don't find any FTCs.
I'm gonna walk over to the window
Yeah.
where the blast
Yes.
was, so I could see down below and see what's going on down there.
Down below, you see the two people who came up
By themselves?
Yeah, they look like they've
They
easily
finished,
dispatched the remaining assassins. There's no other danger on the
All
field currently.
Let's go downstairs, guys.
Perfect.
I've already been slowly walking to Cadwell's because I just want to buy some dang potions.
You have
Jess
to
wants
wait.
buy some potions.
I'm not feeling great.
I'm not either.
I got blasted with a fireball.
Are you not feeling well?
There was
None
an
of us
explosive concussive force that blew me up, and then I got electrocuted.
Here's what I'll say. I'm going to heal you both up all the way. Just tell me how many hit points you're down so that I can use that many cure light wounds.
What?
We don't know.
I'm going to heal you up all the way to full health.
What are hit points?
Can you tap me once or
You're
twice,
gonna
please?
hit me? Hitting doesn't heal.
Bing, bing, bing. This won't.
Hitting doesn't.
Someone wants to know, can you heal them as fast as Jonathan did?
If you don't want to be healed,
I would like to be healed.
Right, just tell me how many hit points you're down, and I'll make it happen.
No, we're not allowed to say that.
I'm one less than Michael Jordan.
Alex is asking for 1 or 2 hits from the wand.
Yeah,
Krag probably
I could take
needs
a-
what,
I
7
could
or 8.
take
Yeah,
one
give
or
me like
extremely
5
beaten.
to start. What's 5 hits?
Okay, I'm going to heal you up all the way. Just tell me how many you are down. So
This
tell me the
isn't
difference.
fun. I'm a
26.
refrigerator Perry down. Chicago Bears. William, the refrigerator Perry. Do you know what number that is?
Here's the deal. I'm trying to avoid the thing where I'm
72.
You've avoided it.
Yep, trying to.
It's been avoided.
Look
Look at all the things we avoided.
I'm 49. I'm full at 62.
Okay, so I will heal you all up.
I need 27.
You can continue now, and I will just do this while you're getting your.
We're
So you're just
walking
gonna like
downstairs.
poke. I'm walking down the stairs going to buy
No,
potions.
not yet. We're talking to those people.
No, I'm walking to get potions.
I need potions too. We're gonna talk to those people on the later
I'm
right
not
now.
talking to anybody. I'm walking, and he's sitting
I'm
here
already
poking me in
walking
the back
past
with
them
him.
to go outside and talk to these people.
Sure.
I'm downstairs.
You come back down
Me
out
too.
of the marketplace. You see the man that you know is named Vassam and his companion standing over a few corpses of the people who tried to attack him. The man with the crossbow picks up one of the guns and eyes it with distaste. And then the man that you heard referred to as Vassam says, "Put that down, Valdrake, before it blows up in your hands." Valdrake and Vassam both notice you then, and they say, Valdrake says, "Sixes! Damn Sixes in Trapsborough. It was an honor to fight with you. If you're looking for a drink after all this, we're staying at the Mouse and Moth for a few more days." And after that, these two warriors head off for less exciting parts of the city, leaving you free and clear.
That was it?
So go, yes,
Not
there
gonna
didn't
tell
need
us
to be
who they
like you
are,
guys were making a
nothing
huge
else?
deal out of not talking or not talking to them.
I want
No,
to talk to
I
them.
heard
Who
it.
they are.
I heard it. I was there because I was walking to get the potions,
So
and
it's
then
like
I walked
you
up
talked
to
to
it.
them.
I basically, I heard it.
You basically had a full
and you didn't say
conversation.
anything.
I would gladly have a drink with you later.
Me too.
Excellent. Mouse and Moth.
That's where we
Yeah, we
stay.
know that place.
Are you-
And you head up to Cadwell's, I assume. at that
Yes.
point. Finding Cadwell's, you see that Cadwell is actually not in his shop because he is
With
dealing with Simon currently. You remember that he had come by to pick up Lyra earlier in the day. You could, if you wanted to, return to the temple to get healing. The temple, they would gladly heal you for a smaller fraction of a fee than Cadwell would. They can also sell you potions. They're just not. You don't get that Cadwell oomph to them, but they're significantly cheaper.
Why did Jonathan have to touch Quigley? He
Quigley
came,
was
I
the-
summoned him.
Because he was the worst off. He was the one that needed Jonathan's help the most.
I mean, he keeps poking me with this wand. I don't think he keeps hitting us with the wand. But we need
I feel better.
we need potions.
Great.
We need potions.
No, I only got
Where the hell's
Yes,
Lyra?
Lady Alex. Yes, Alex, you do feel great.
Well, if Cadwell's not here, let's wait for Cadwell. Why don't we go back to Mouse and Moth?
Let's just let ourselves in and just take what we need.
Just steal everything.
No, well, I'll leave gold. We'll leave gold there for what we take.
We're not doing that. We're trying to save the town and not cause more ruckus.
Well,
you know, if we're going north as well, do you think these two gents would?
Scott Denuzo is asking, what's the Lyra story? Well, Scott, earlier, the first thing that happened today was Cadwell came pounding on the door, begging for Lyra's help because Simon was in some kind of trouble, presumably from his efforts in trying to escape the munitions factory during last week's episode when he went into Hulk mode and took on a lot of the red shields so that Krag and the others could make their way to safety. So, but that's what Lyra has been doing while these guys have been tearing up the marketplace.
Let's go talk to these guys.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I like it.
Great.
Leader.
I start walking towards the mouse and moth.
All right. Make your way to the Mouse and Moth. You see that it is it's doing well. And Maisie is actually at the counter this time. Yes.
What?
You're not quite certain if perhaps she's already so quickly taken back control of this business, but either way, she's there and she's serving drinks, and people seem to be quite pleased by all of this.
Yeah, I want to go up to the counter.
Sure. Yeah.
Me too, if Maisie's at the counter.
Maisie, do me a favor.
Yes. It's the Krag crew.
There's a dagger. Cut your finger.
I'm not going to cut my finger, Krag.
Just do a little...
I'm definitely not going
like
to do
this,
that.
just like this.
Krag?
Just like this.
Krag, I've put up with a lot, and you've done a lot for me, but we're even, and I'm not cutting my finger.
But look at it.
I'm not going to cut my finger. I know, look, Krag, I know what you're thinking. We were down there together. I'm not cutting my finger. I understand your concern. Not a doppelganger. Not cutting my finger.
There you go.
That's exactly what a doppelganger would say.
I'm not cutting my finger.
Where has Jonathan been?
Jonathan,
Do you remember?
After the town guard was dissolved, I don't know what happened. I think he left town. There were a bunch of people who were sort of disillusioned with the way things were going, and they all left. I don't know if they settled somewhere else or what.
We were just...
Maybe now that order has sort of been restored, maybe he'll come back.
He came back. He appeared. We were attacked by the Sixers. And I got so angry. And then Jonathan appeared and saved us all. Saved his life.
I don't know what we're talking
That's amazing.
It was amazing. We need to find him.
Well, I don't know where he went, you know?
I have a quick question. Is Penelope here? The
Penelope.
archives?
What's that?
Is Penelope here at the archives?
She would be at the archives. She's not at the Mouse and Moth, but she might be at the archives.
So he just left Penelope, I get it.
I mean, I'm just saying she's not here in the Mouse and
No,
Moth.
it's fine. It's just I remember that Jonathan was dating Penelope, and
Yeah.
he's just left her. So
Well, do you want to ask about Penelope?
no. This is Ben talking.
Oh.
This is Ben talking about this whole situation that I hate.
You created this.
Do we see our new friends? Do I see our new
Oh
friends?
yeah, they're sharing a drink after a battle hard fought and hard won.
I
They're
want to
sharing
buy
a
them.
drink.
I'm buying them around.
Sure, yeah, they
I wanna
gratefully
sit with
accept. They offer you to sit and drink with them for a while. You see that they are well equipped, very clearly not from Trapsborough, and looks like they seem, again, you saw them fight, so you know that they very likely led a life similar to yours.
I thought for a second you guys were against us. I couldn't tell. You killed the dwarf woman.
No, actually, see, we came to town because we heard of the heroes of Trapsborough, and we wanted to see what the fuss was on. We wanted to visit the monuments that you have up in the... We didn't think that we would actually get to fight beside you. That was fantastic. You guys truly amazing. Oh, a flying barbarian. It's wonderful. I mean, who could stand against that? You know, the way you took those explosions like they were nothing, you know, you just walked right through them. I mean, who just walks right through a spell like it's nothing? It's amazing, really.
Not mine words, for sure.
I'm rolling a sense motive on
Yeah.
that story.
I must say that you all seem very capable warriors. I mean,
Well, we do what we can. I don't know that we're any heroes of Trapsborough, but we certainly do our best.
and in Quigley's mind, he's thinking, maybe they're the leaders.
The new leader.
Because surely a leader wouldn't just run away when there were two enemies right in front of him.
We're going on a quest. Would you be interested in joining us?
We have business, and we're making our way to Thaspir. We have business there,
I rolled
unfortunately.
a 16, Jim.
Thaspir?
Yes.
16?
What's that?
I rolled a 16.
For sense motive? I mean, yeah, they seem tired, but genuinely pleased with the turn of events. They seem to be jovial and cordial and at least as honest as a stranger really would be with another person.
How
you know?
do you know it was us?
No, what was who?
When we were all fighting down in
Well,
the
you guys
plaza.
are pretty distinctive. I mean, people tell tale. You guys have been legends. You.
And how did you know
I can't
that?
believe. Did you guys know that the wardens were after you for a while? I mean, there's
Yeah.
people talk. You know, I mean, anybody who's attracted the
Sorry,
attention of the
Kestrel.
wardens really
It's
is someone who's sort of in the news.
Do you know anything about that dwarf woman?
The dwarf woman? Which one?
The one that...
No, I mean, marked as a Sixer. Obviously, they were coming after you. Probably because, you know, of all the... I mean, didn't you guys fight them in Anderley?
Yeah.
Yes.
Haven't you been sort of mortal enemies? The word is on the street, and you don't have to tell me, because I understand. The word is, were you the ones who killed Trevor Sixx's offspring?
Yeah, yes, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's probably one reason why they would come after you.
That happened with Lady Claret. Lady Claret and I were there.
You all have even more enemies?
There were other...
Where are you headed again?
Thaspir.
Where is that? Where's Thaspir, guys?
The only thing you know of Thaspir offhand is you remember that's where Vander Ashtonoff said that he was originally from. You know, it is a pretty far. Like they've got a solid amount of travel. Like they'll be traveling for a couple of weeks to get there.
Where are we going?
That
We're going northbound.
You're going northbound?
No, that.
Nope, not northbound. We have to get through Soaring.
Oh, that's a scary place.
Yeah,
right now.
we heard that things are dangerous over there.
I've heard there are werewolves up there.
Oh well, we'll have to get some silver.
What you all going that way for? What's your adventure taking you that way for?
We have leads on a job over there, calling for specialized talents such as ours. You know, life of an adventurer. Sure, it's far, but the payoff does promise to be enough to make it all worth it.
You know what? If you do leave, these guys introduced me to him as well. Tell you want some good potions, go to Cadwell's. He's got some good
Cadwell's,
stuff.
you say?
Yeah.
Yes. I will look at. We may need some good potions.
You guys have some good potions.
We have a few potions. We have potions. We have some.
What do you have?
What hero doesn't travel with potions?
What do you got? I'm all out. What do you got?
We've got your standard healing potions, of course. We've got I've got one that'll help me see in the dark because unlike Vassam here, I'm a human. You know, human eyes, always a problem. He's got a couple that'll. He doesn't really wear armor so much because of all the he likes to do. So he's got a couple potions that'll harden his skin and make him a little tougher in combat. The standard stuff.
This is gonna sound strange. Would you sell? I need. I'm like that meme. Got any potions?
Y'all got any of them?
Hey, got
any
any
of them
healing
potions?
potions?
Well, I tell you what.
Cadwell, we
Make a
went to see
diplomacy
Cadwell. He
check.
wasn't there. I tell him my story.
Sarah BC1 says, I thought Quigley had amnesia, so how is he remembering Claret?
Boom.
I made this statement, it was 2 episodes ago, when we got to the church, that Quigley remembers Sir Kimbleton and Lady Claret.
So they think I'm absolutely loony.
Oh, really?
I am that meme.
Oh, yeah?
Like, yeah, I'm the Dave Chappelle Coke face meme. Rolled a 1.
A 1 on diplomacy.
And
So
that's
basically,
a
like,
negative
lean in
1.
real
So
close, like, hey, you want to sell me some of them potions? And they're like, oh, I mean...
it's fine. It's fine.
Just head down to the temple. I'm sure they've got plenty of potions.
The temple has potions?
Yeah, I got this wand from the temple.
I did specifically say like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, I
you go
know.
to the temple.
I'm actually, after this, I was thinking, you guys really needed this wand, so I'll probably go get another one. So, do you know anything about the Sixers here?
We're not from Trapsborough. We know about the Sixers because we've heard tell of them. We know that they're a criminal organization in Anderley. We know that you guys had quite a few run-ins because we were following up on your story. It was quite an interesting one.
You sure you don't want to fight demons? You want to come slay demons with us?
We may end up slaying a few demons, but that is, not really our bag. If it happens, it happens, but I have no interest in going off and seeking them out.
Well, it was very nice to meet you. I'm getting this motion from the leader that we gotta go. The leader is telling us this, so I have to follow what the leader.
Well, good day to you all.
Have a good journey.
Be safe out there.
Fortune and glory to you.
Hey, that was really the Sixers. Should probably expect them to come again. Unless, of course, you go check out old Trevor Sixx's compound. He may have left, but I don't think he did. Some people were saying they saw a bunch of people leaving the compound last night, but I think he's still there.
So we're killing Trevor Sixx.
Cut the snake right off the head there.
Yeah. Leader material. That's a good tip.
What time is it? Is it nighttime?
It's still pretty early in the day because you guys were just heading out on a shopping day, and then things got all interrupted. Market's closed down now. Cadwell was out of the office. The Church of Percival is very likely to still be open for business. If you need any additional healing or potions, you can get it from there.
Well, they don't need additional
No,
healing,
but we'll
I
go.
do need
Let's
a wand of cure.
yeah, let's go back, get some potions. You'll get a wand, and I don't think there's any better way that we could honor Clarette's memory than fixing the Sixers for good.
I agree with that.
Yeah, you all talk so much, and you all talk so much about it. I mean, I'd be down to do anything to lay that.
$750 for a level
Goosebumps.
1 wand.
Yeah.
Going to get some potions and stuff.
You go and get some
things.
potions. All right.
I toss him a couple coins and be like, here, enjoy one more drink before you both leave town.
Sounds good to us.
Yeah.
And I say thank you for helping us.
Maybe we'll meet you again on the road.
We can only hope.
Here, since you're so mad about these potions, here, I give you 2 cure light wounds.
Cure light. What is this gonna? What is this gonna do?
Probably save your
cure my
life, but
wounds.
no problem. Just, I'll take them back then.
I'm gonna buy my own. I'm a grown barbarian. I'm gonna buy my own.
I got you. I don't know why you're so
angry.
aggressive
Probably good
towards
that
me.
we're in between them tonight.
You don't even know who I am.
I don't know who you are. I was just being generous.
So this is
Well,
gonna be
save
a
it.
fun trip back over to the temple. Yeah.
So to the temple.
You know, you
So at
two-
the temple.
You two really should just kiss and make up. Come on, just be friends.
At the temple, you can buy potions without too much trouble. They're not as effective as those you would get from Cadwell's, but they are a little bit cheaper. For a level 1 potion of Cure Light Wounds, it is only 50 gold pieces.
Standard.
And it costs, and it heals 1d8 plus 1.
What about moderate?
Moderate is 300 gold pieces,
Uh-huh.
and it cures 2d8 plus 3.
Michael Curry followed us.
Thank
Hey,
you,
Michael Curry.
It's good to see you. Thank you for being here.
So,
Well, I'll buy 2 of those cure moderates.
Cure moderates, okay.
Yeah, you said 300 apiece?
600 total gold pieces from you then.
Yeah, I'll buy 2 as well.
All right. 600 gold pieces from you.
You guys do enchantments here?
Not really.
2d8.
What do you?
It
Depends on what you need.
I don't need anything. Do you have protection from evil potions here?
Protection from evil. I can get you, but it. Sorry, 1 second. Action.
We got a new follower in Michael Curry.
Yeah.
Said that.
Yeah, you can get protection from evil potions. They will last for 1 minute apiece, and they're 50 gold pieces each.
Oh, I'll take one of those.
All right.
I didn't hear.
1 minute
Protection
each.
from evil.
Yeah.
Protection from
how
evil.
much?
50 gold pieces for 1 minute. 10 rounds of it.
4.
4 of them.
Give me
all
4.
in.
I'm all in
Going
on this,
in.
Jim. Jim, I'm all
How
in.
much are
Hey,
they?
you're going up against strong evil. You gotta be
How
protected
much
from
are
it.
they?
50 apiece.
50. I'm gonna buy a couple too.
So, okay. And then I need the curing ones. I need cures. I need
He said 1 minute.
Yeah, 10 rounds. 10 rounds.
give me a cure moderate.
Okay, 300 gold pieces for that. 2d8 plus 3.
Cure moderate. Give me a cure. You buying a wand?
I have 2 wands.
1 for each of you.
What? I look over at Brother York and I'm like, this one?
You're all have always been very crazy. Yes. I expect no less every time I see you gracing our front door.
They wouldn't sell sleep potions here, right?
No, that would be a poison, and they would not sell you a poison.
Oh, man.
Alright, shall we strike boldly forth?
Yes, I wish Cadwell was around.
Wait, don't we need weapons?
Well, but that's when we go after Demon Lady. But I mean, you were all saying we go and we take care of Trevor Sixx. Now, if there's a potential that he's already here in town, why not take care of it?
Yeah, let's get him.
So stay in town.
I strike boldly forth.
Where?
You don't even know what you're doing.
No.
You don't do that.
I strike boldly forth. I say that.
Good job. Are you remembering things?
What's my name?
You told me your name was Krag.
Oh my God. Jim.
Yes.
Give me two more cure moderates.
Okay.
2 more cure moderates and 4 cure lights.
4 more cure lights. Okay. He's gonna have potions just overflowing.
I'm gonna give each of you 61 gold pieces.
For what is this?
From last week and today.
All right.
Wow.
And
61.
Let's go.
Stride boldly forth.
Stride boldly forth.
We're striding.
I stride boldly forth.
You gather up your supplies. You heal up from your wounds from the morning. You strike out with a vendetta on your mind, knowing that if Trevor Sixx is here in town, it is time to end it all. Just as it is time to end this episode. We will pick this up
Are you kidding
next
me?
week. I am dead serious.
Oh my goodness.
Because we have reached the end of our time together, friends.
Aww.
But good job defeating the assassins, braving the wild magics, smashing the conjuration stations,
Killed a Cerberus.
killing the Cerberus.
Why would you show us those guys and then not have them come with us?
Yeah.
Because those were actually NPCs drawn from the Knights of Norse Foundry. They were actually created by some of our fans out there.
Get
Sam
out of here.
is the character that Tobias plays in my patron games, and Valdrake is the rogue that Blair Peterson plays in my other games. So
that is
they are
awesome.
actually, they
So
showed up
cool.
and rescued you guys
Okay.
because they are indeed some of the Knights of Norse Foundry.
Was Blair excited to see himself?
I have no idea because I don't think they're here right now.
Blair was on for a little bit.
He was on for a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you might have missed it. Yeah. So hopefully they will come back and watch and get to see. But there are more Knights of Norse Foundry out there. For those of you wondering what we're talking about, we have a Patreon. If you aren't aware of it, you go to patreon.com/datdragonshow. At the very top tier is the Knights of Norse Foundry, where we send out Norse Foundry dice every couple of months, and you get to play a game with either I run or Ben runs a couple once every couple of months. And the character that you play in that game gets to become a part of the Dragons and Things world. So this was our first two Knights of Norse Foundry to show up.
How do you spell these names?
Valdrake is VALDRAKE.
That's Tobias.
Vasam is VASAAM. Pretty sure. I'd have to go back and double check his character sheet, but I may be wrong about that one. I'll tell you later.
Blair saw it. I'm here, but I need to go back. I missed the fight.
Blair. Oh, you died. You did.
Well,
Blair is Valdrake.
I want your crossbow.
Blair is Valdrake, yes. He is a human rogue who specializes in the crossbow.
Oh.
Where Vasam is an elf magus who specializes in really cool acrobatic tricks followed by horrific failures.
That's
so
great.
cool.
Yeah, but they're fun to play with. As far as FTCs, don't worry. We've got some coming up. I know it's been a while since we've seen an FTC. I know you guys are itching for an FTC.
What is an FTC?
The fan
They don't even mean anything to me anymore because they're all just like chock full of things that Quigley hates.
They do tend to come in waves where like people will all like. There was a period of time where everybody was like just loading them up with scrolls. They were like just scrolls. Or like when Alex loses her weapons, I'll get 20 different short sword submissions, and they'll be like, "All right, that's cool." Like people always want to try to give you guys things that'll help you out. Which is how you got the sword of subtlety that you wield now. Yeah. With all that said, we do have a prize to give away. What is it? It is none other than the Rolling Thunder dice from Tabletop Loot. If you want to check out all of the other amazing dice that they have, you go over to tabletoploot.com. They have a huge selection of colors and styles of dice. Absolutely amazing stuff. I mean, seriously. And like you can get so many dice. And they're super affordable, so that makes it like really easy. Like I know there's so many times it's easy to just add like 3 to your cart and be like, yep, I'm getting all of them because they're constantly running specials too. Yeah. In fact, if you use that code, you can get a little discount from them.
200%?
10,000%.
10,000%.
Just use a little DAT code at checkout, get yourself a little discount from tabletoploot.com. But right now we are going to give away this set to one of 39 people. Because 39 of you went and shared that. Which means that we need, I'm going to have, I think, Ben, you're not going to be here next week. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and have you roll for the winner.
I haven't rolled in like over a year. I got it.
Really? It's been over a year?
It's been
for me too.
So long.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything.
Obviously, because you didn't for a year.
But I'm very excited to roll right now. 99.
That's not good.
67.
Yeah, this is why we don't let you roll.
96.
Nope.
60. 84.
Quigley.
32.
There we go. All right. So shall do a little count back for us so that we will know who the winner is. For the rest of you out there who've won prizes over the last couple of weeks, I know that we haven't sent out a shipment. We will. I'm going to try to get the big shipment of everything that's backlogged out before we go to Gen Con. Speaking of which, remember that August 2nd there will be no episode because we'll be at Gen Con, hopefully playing with you guys because you guys should go to Gen Con because it's so much fun. We are going to be there for the whole time. We're going to be running games in the Sagamore Ballroom. We're going to be hanging out with people after the exhibit floor closes. We're going to be doing wild stuff all weekend.
Wild magic.
So it's going to be wild magic every day. Wild magic everywhere. So please, if you're going to be there, come find us. Get in touch with us to let us know what you want to do so that we can make it happen.
Jamie and I are going to run a game together.
We've
never done this before.
Ridiculous.
It's going to be crazy.
Oh,
I don't know what we're going to do yet.
Approximately how many boulders might fall on the players?
It depends on what we play, because there'll be a
Could
lot
be
of
any
boulders either way.
Awesome. So yeah, that is our schedule over the next couple of weeks. We do have, I won't say a whole lot right now, but I want to say that we do have a couple of announcements coming out over the next couple. We're going to start rolling out some news because there's going to be some shifting. It's all good shifting. It's all good things. But we're going to start rolling out some announcements in the coming weeks and months. you're gonna start to get some news about how we're gonna be starting to do things, like say around the 2020 era. How that's all gonna start to shift. You know, things are gonna happen. It's all gonna be really exciting stuff.
We're gonna have that 2020
Cannot wait to actually make
vision.
some announcements. One thing that we were thinking about doing was we know that next weekend, next Saturday, technically we would owe you guys a Patreon Q&A. But if we waited 1 week, we could go live from Gen Con and do a patron Q&A we could do it from Gen Con.
Yes.
Which we're thinking kind of sounds like a really cool idea. I know that puts it off a week for you patrons, but we think it'll pay off because we'll get to do some Gen Con reporting. We'll have tons of stuff to talk about, and I think that might be a little bit more exciting. I think that's, you guys, you tell it. You're the patrons. If you guys hate that idea, let us know. But if you think an update from Gen Con might be a little more exciting, then we can put that Q&A off by a week to make it happen.
so, Jim.
We'll make it so. We do have a winner, and it is none other than longtime fan and friend of the show, Crichton.
Crichton!
Crichton, you are the winner. You know the drill at this point. You've heard me say it hundreds of times. Just let me know where to send this beautiful set of dice. In fact, I could probably go back through our logs and find it, because I'm sure you've won prizes before and we've had to send you stuff from before. So if you really can't send me a message, we'll find a way to get it to you. You know what I've decided? I forgot that I had these, and I decided, you know what? I'll go ahead and, with the dice, throw in the Mystery of the Mechanized Manor, which is the Dungeon Crate adventure that I wrote. So I'll send that out to you. So yes, it's the very first one. So I'll have a little adventure for you to play or to run for perhaps some gamer friends of yours, and a nice nifty set of dice from Tabletop Live coming with it. Stuff for everybody. We will see you back here next week at 6 p.m. Pacific, Friday night. Dragons and Things. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be awesome. Thanks for watching us. We'll see you next week.
Bye, guys. Have a good one.